Greetings and welcome to Winning Saturday Night with myself, Winning Riley, and Shelly. That's T3.
Hey. What's up, everybody?
Hope you guys are all having a wonderful day and living well.
Mm-hmm. Another Saturday night.
Another Saturday night. One more Saturday night. Yes, indeed. We are going to have a kind of a laid back night here. We'll be doing some things here and there, but mainly just chilling with you guys out in the crowd. Wolfram, thanks for dropping those links. Wipes his paw, looks in and house. Hold on. Okay. Hey buddy, how you doing? How's it going? How's it going out there?
Oh, it's a quiet night. I don't know. I'm just trying to catch up. I spent most of today sleeping. I had a hard time last night falling asleep when I went to bed.
Yeah.
And, it was the weirdest thing. You see, yesterday threw me off. I fell asleep listening to AV to the Seventh Power and woke up to Emily D. Baker. That's quite the personality switch. And I was just like, what? I woke up like, what? Because she yelled about something. I was like, what happened? I was like, oh. So today, Katie said I was twitchy the whole time I was sleeping. She was like, you kept yelling. I don't know what was wrong with you. I was like, I don't know, but I kept waking myself up.
Oh, man.
That's pretty bad when you wake yourself up. You're just like, okay.
Right on. Well, hey, let's take all those YouTube members down there. Just going at the bottom. Thank you guys so much for being part of the Winner Circle. I appreciate it. And yeah, man, we're off and running. Hit that like button, share, subscribe. Well, oh yeah, we're just tonight we're YouTube exclusive. I didn't broadcast on X or Rumble because we're gonna be doing a chill stream and pretty good stream for just YouTube. So we do a little YouTube exclusive tonight. But man, crowd, let's talk.
By the way, hi Wolfram. I realized I didn't say hi to him. Sorry.
Oh my god.
What? I know. Flog me.
Go sit in the corner. All right. Okay, she's back.
Ooh, bad girl. Time for the bad girl room. Oh yay.
All right.
Haven't been there in a while. Waves of paw. He's so cute. We taught the puppy a new trick. Yay! Somebody throw him a bone or a pig's ear. I was gonna say a wolf's ear, but I don't think he'd enjoy that. That's a little cannibalism among friends. It's been quite the week. I'm all thrown off. Since we did that protest stream, oh my goodness. Like my whole week has been off.
Yeah, that kind of threw me off too. I was dragging my feet to even come on tonight. Hey, cool gamer. Like, how's it going, buddy?
Hey, honey. That was the first time I've been awake for like 22 hours straight in a while. I was just like, oh dear God, please let this end soon. Either let it be boring so that he wants to go to sleep or let this end, please. I just want to sleep.
That was a really hard one to time, right? Protest TV can be interesting. Definitely. We're looking for something to do.
Oh, absolutely. It was a great stream. It's just, like they started off with all this like throwing punches and throwing stuff. And then there was just a line of cops and it was just kind of died there. And I was like, really? Like nobody's moving on either side of the chessboard? Let's go. Like, come on. We were playing checkers. Now we're like playing long-term chess.
They just set up to go take them out, like, and they cleared them out in like 2 hours.
Yeah. Oh, I watched them clear it out. It was hilarious watching them because nobody said boo to them. The cops just lined up and just ripping shit apart. And just throw it over their head. Somebody would come along and take that away. And the protesters that were in the pro-Palestine encampment, they just were like, yeah, it's not worth it. Like, they were trying to do like, they were spraying fire extinguisher gas, like to try to make it cloudy and try. Like, the cops are there in gas masks. They have real pepper spray. Do you want them to return fire? Like, stop it. Stop your bullshit. Like, it was ridiculous. And eventually they were like, yeah, just move back, move back. But as soon as those cops started like really tearing it down, you just watched all those little encampment people that were like, we're here forever. They just like roaches when you turn on a light down the projects. Like they just scurried. And it was just like, okay, like here, we're first they're there, now they're not. There was no
off they went.
Nothing.
Off they went.
They did figure one thing out, though, these protesters. They figured out to play copyrighted kind of music real loud, so you have to put the volume down if you're streaming it and you can't hear what they're saying, what they're chanting. So
I mean, it's repetitive in anyways, it's repetitive and it's just nonsensical. It's like a bunch of high school, like it's a bunch of little kids doing a sing-along chant or whatever. It's nonsensical. It never does any good. It's not going to change anything. It's in another country. Yeah. The whole thing is just destabilization tactics. It's all it is.
And I thought it was catchy.
These kids are pawns in a bigger game. They're not smart enough or sophisticated enough yet to understand. But don't tell them that.
Yeah, no. Well, they can't even tell you what they're protesting.
They got it all figured out.
You roboted there for a minute. Careful.
Yeah, I'm kind of going in and out here.
Don't kick anything.
Kind of going in and out.
It's funny though. The more I watch them, that's fine. You only did it once. The more I watched them, the more I was like, none of these kids have any idea. They're there for the experience. They're not there to push any agenda. They're not there for any cause. They're there so in 20 years they could tell my kids, yeah, I protested something at my college and the cops came and blah blah blah. And well, what was it about? Oh, it was 20 years ago. I don't remember. Like, they don't remember 20 minutes after. They're going to remember 20 years later. Please. Wolfram said, go ahead.
Yeah, and that is deliberate. They no longer taught critical thinking skills. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Like, they're just proving to everybody college is turned into a wasted effort, a waste of money. At least they're proving that outwardly, that you're gonna you go to a certain university, you could very well have your entire all your classes disrupted and your facilities ruined. In this case, it was exam week. So people that were trying to study and
graduation
for their exams, people who were taking it seriously, they're there, were disrupted by these people who aren't. And college is supposed to be for learning, not for sitting there. They've programmed people into thinking that it's about going there and making a statement and doing all this stuff. And you think that when you go there, you're supposed to do these things. No, you're supposed to go there to get a degree and learn something. And that's why you're there. Right? Yes, you can have some fun along the ways, learn a few things about living on your own along the ways, but turning into radicalized, politically driven people, that's not what it's supposed to be about, but that's what they've turned it into. And so these people just get used up, and it's the programming. Again, the whole thing about protesting, right? That's programmed into us too, that we're supposed to do that. And then that's great. Everybody, from the politicians to the media to everybody will tell you how great protesting is, and that's what you're supposed to do. But who does it really serve? What does it really accomplish? It never accomplishes what it's intended to do. It's easily co-opted. It's easily turned into optics, and that only serves the corrupt establishment. That's all it does. I mean, no matter what side you're on, if you're not on their side, they'll spin it to make you look, to demonize you. If you are on their side, they're gonna lie through their teeth and make you part of it. Hello, T-Rex. How you doing?
Hey,
weird week. It's been a weird week for T-Rex, and he misses all of us.
Oh, we missed you too, babe. The one thing I noticed about, like, since I've been in education is now they're just prolonging each sectional experience. Like, pre-K is now no longer like 3 and 4 year olds. That kind of mentality goes right up until 2nd grade. Then whereas before, when you were supposed to be getting like autonomy from kindergarten to 3rd, they've moved that up from like 3rd to 7th. And then middle school, they've moved up to high school. I'm talking about how they treat you. And now in college, they treat you how they treated you in high school and middle school. So they keep babying the kids as they get older. When I went to college, I remember my freshman orientation. That dude stood up front and said, look to the left of you, look to the right of you. Two of you are not going to make it. It might be you.
Wow.
And we were just like, and he was like, this is real life, people. You are responsible for yourself. We are not going to kowtow to you. And we were just like, well, damn. Like, because in high school,
reality
everything was right there. You know, it's like, oh, I need help filling this application. Now, oh, sure. You go to the guidance counselor, whatever, somebody helps you. In college, they were like, if you have an 8 o'clock class, you better get up for it. Like, if you got a late night class, you better have somebody walking you back to and from the class. Like, we are not responsible for your well-being. We're not responsible for your feeding habits. We're not responsible for shit. You have a dining card. If you spend all that dining card on ice cream, that's on you. That's not on us. Now they're like, oh, we have all the nutritious meals. We removed all the temptations so that you eat healthy for healthy brains. And like, you know, oh, class is too early. Well, it's okay. We'll switch you to a later class. You can make it. There was no makeup shit. Oh, you didn't do it? Oh, well, for you. You had plenty of time. We didn't get extensions. You had to beg for like 24 hours extension. And that professor was like, I'm going to take off a whole grade. You can have your extension, but whatever it is, you're going to go 1 grade lower because you pissed me off because you didn't do it on time. There were no consequences for these kids. None at all. And it's just like, really? The one, you're supposed to bring us the food. You literally just took over a college campus building and like vandalized it and then occupied it and forced everybody else out of it. But you want them to deliver you food? Shut up. Like, well, you don't have to bring it, but we're vegan. And stop. Of course you're vegan. Of course you are. Anybody out there who's vegan, I apologize if I offended you, but I don't really care. Like, be vegan, but at some point, if we ever meet, I'm going to slap you in the face with a side of steak. Just because that's me. I was just saying, what's wrong with you not liking steak? Come on now. There's just something wrong about that. Those poor cows. Stop. Stop. They don't know. And if they do, I don't taste it. That whole, I taste fear in my steak. I don't taste shit, but beef in my steak. That's it.
Yeah, but back to the people who are protesting. Like, it's become pointless. It's become predictable, and it's become a tool. Either way, I don't recommend it for anybody. No. In this day and age, do it online. The real information, the real warfare is information that's going on, and you can do that right here. Joining a bunch of lemmings in an occupation, which is, I try to act like it's a peaceful protest, but occupation is violence. That's one of my new hashtags. Occupation is violence. So that's
true.
That was a countermeasure to, you know, them saying, well, then a bunch of thugs came along and tried to ruin the peaceful protest. It's not peaceful protest if you box people out and you use violence to keep them out of your little area, and you've taken over a space that you don't belong in. But you're finding out from the arrest records that most of the people getting arrested don't go to these colleges, right? So there's more trespassing, loitering, you know, inciting riot. I mean,
where are those charges?
Incites a riot, and by itself, it incites a riot. You know, and then when they do tear these things down, they find graffiti, they find garbage, they find drugs, they find like human waste, they find destruction everywhere.
God,
these people completely destroy the ground that they're sitting on in the area that they're in. In some cases, they take in sledgehammers to the buildings, graffitied them up. This to them, you know, this is a good idea, and this to them is going to make a difference for what? Some people they don't know, and that probably wouldn't like them in real life over in another part of the world. They have no idea about. Yeah, we did see the one where they did agree on that. So at least that's something. Maybe that'll bring them together. But I mean, it's not going to stop them from being spun up and radicalized by their professors and by, you know, social engineering to go out and do dumb things like, you know, ruin their college career in one night. So, you know, and I hope the ones that did get caught that were students there got thrown out and got, you know, without a refund. You know, so they can learn.
The funny part is, they're all about free Palestine. You literally just put yourself in an encampment. You literally just boxed yourself in. Just because they're, and the thing is, they're like, you took over. Yeah, you know how easily, like, our law enforcement could just ram right in there and take you all out. You boxed yourself in. They made a little kill box for themselves, and they put themselves. It's like, oh, thank you all for gathering. It's, you know what it reminds me of? That Avengers scene where Thor's like, oh, they're all lined up, and Captain America's like, well, they're excited, you know, because he's like, oh, look, they lined up for me, and right down the road, like, and he just knocked them all down in one shot. That's what that reminds me of. If you're going to protest and you're going to be violent about it, which again, occupation is violence, why would you like do it so that you can be had at all sides? I don't get it. Even if there's only one entrance, there's one entrance. Guess what? There's only one exit too. Like, they're not looking at it from the other way. They're literally boxing themselves up.
They don't have an end game. They don't have a destination. It's about optics. I'm telling you, that's all protest is. And there is no end game. There is no goal. The goal is to get optics, and for those optics to create a narrative, right? And that's all it is. That's all they've done. And like the way that they twisted around the people that were trying to tear it down, they were again saying this shit ain't right, get out of here, trying to take it down on their own. That, you know, and then that's what they were saying. Those people were the ones, you know, being hostile. Well, yeah, but the hostility started when you camped up there and you wouldn't let kids go to classes. You were harassing Jewish students. I mean, these are all very low form of life activities, and you know, so that's when it started, right? But they're going to try to spin that and say no, because again, the whole freaking country has been programmed to believe that protest is a great thing. You should go do it, right? And it's really just luring you into the trap. And these days, look how it turns out, right?
Yep.
Never didn't turn out right. It cost a bunch of money, resources, and time, which allows crimes in other places to flourish. There's absolutely somebody tell me something that makes it okay. You know, it's like I've never seen it work out that way. We would have had, you know, if people would say, well, that's civil rights and all that stuff. We were working towards that. We would have had that. I don't know that they, I mean, great speech and all, but I mean, I think we were working towards that already. It wasn't because of that. It was because we just don't tolerate that kind of stuff long, you know. There wasn't protests that set off. Well, I mean, let's just look back at it. The old school, way back in the day, protests may have had some impact, but those days have long passed. They've long passed where social pressure like that is going to change any part of the establishment. You have to do it from the inside. You have to do it by getting the corruption out, and that's when you're going to see real change. But these people don't know that. They're just spun up, triggered easily, and then set off. And they were definitely spun into it. The lady the pink lady got arrested at the Capitol or somewhere up there. She's running around looking like one of those protesters. And like I said, her group was part of one of the groups, at least, that were putting on a lot of these protests. Were just like organizing them online, and then people would just go show up. And, I did a whole stream on manufactured protests and how they use the tools online to get people from all different places to show up to, you know, and have the same signs and, you know, all that stuff. So how they do that. Did a whole stream on that. And so the lady that I pointed out in there, the Code Pink lady, one of the founders, was arrested, finally arrested, I guess, for trespassing or harassment or whatever inside a Capitol this week. She was dressed up with the little checkered scarves they're wearing over their heads. I mean, it's like,
oh God.
I mean, and the big part about it is like they don't realize that they're the laughing stock of the world. Like they think that they're doing something and are so proud of it, but the people over in that country that they're supposedly doing all this for, they're laughing at them, and they're actually offended by a lot of their garb as well. But
they're like, look at the infidels,
right? They're looking how stupid they are. They'll turn on themselves. They have no idea. You know, then they're laughing stocks of the world. They have no idea that they are.
Meanwhile, like the rear terror people are sitting there going, "Oh, if I was there and I just had one hand grenade, like just one glove." They're all right there.
really lucky things like that didn't happen.
Yes, they're very lucky. I was afraid. I really was. I didn't care about like the protests themselves going on. I was more afraid of the casualty rate that they were amassing. I was like, oh, good, more people. This will turn out well. You know what I thought about though? Like all these protests. I mean, I don't believe in all this crap. I used to. I mean, I was raised by hippie parents. They were very pot smoking, long haired, no washing, tons of parties, kind of crafts making hippie parents. They did the whole peace, love, and whatever crap. So, I mean, I was raised on that, but I was also raised, with my grandmother who was very not that. So I kind of, that's one thing I'm educated, like kind of down the middle. And I look at them and I'm like, I get that they're all doing it. And everybody's like, oh, well, that's because they're for this and they're for that. They don't know what they're yelling about. They just know they want to yell. And that's what we've done. We have taken these kids, we've dumbed them down, but they still have that innate humanity where they want to be heard for something. They just don't have anything in their heads to be listened to. Like they have nothing that they're believing in. They have nothing that they can stand 100% behind and be like, this is my belief. They have ideas, but they don't have any values or like beliefs that they can rest back on.
Because they don't know where they're heading in life. They don't know where they're heading in life.
Yeah, there's nothing out there for them. And I think a lot of them yell these things out because they feel like they're going to be ineffectual. Somehow they know that they're the generation that has no power. Like they've been given no knowledge. They've been given no critical thinking skills. Yeah, they're just kind of coasting through.
Okay,
the breeders.
a little update here. T-Rex is going to shower and he will be back later. Smelling better than ever.
Don't drop the soap.
Smelling better than ever.
I hope you're not using liquid soap. But I mean, I think I noticed it the first time, and I gave up on protests, like absolutely, with that woman's march / rally, whatever the hell that was, with the
pussy hats. Yep.
Because I was watching it going, are you? And they're supposed to take us seriously? Really? You're saying don't objectify me. You take the one thing that you say they're going to violate and objectify, and you put it on your head, and then you're like, I'm serious. No, I can't take you seriously with that thing on your head. I just can't. So whatever your point was, you lost it with that whole thing going on. And that's what they do. They shoot themselves in the foot. Every time. It never fails. And it's just like, oh, come on. Like maybe you would have had a valid point if you came at it as a reasonable person, but you're out there like, oh, it's all generalization. It's all absolutism. And then there's like the ridiculousness elements thrown in, like the hats. And it's just like, I can't take you seriously. Like whatever you thought you were going to accomplish, I went the other way. Because now I want to stand as far away from you as I can. So like the whole, oh, we're going to unify. You're not unifying crap. You're unifying your core group, but y'all only had each other anyway because regular people don't associate with you because you're crazy. So it's like, I won't get into a debate with somebody like that. I know you will because it amuses you. But for me, I can't, you can't fight stupid. You just can't.
How you doing?
I in you. You can't fight stupid, and I won't do it. I just tell them, okay, you win, and I just walk away. I'm like, no, I'm saving my breath for something that matters. Like,
I'm all into like figuring out how to deprogram as like it's a long-term project. It's a long-term project. Speaking of which,
you're more noble than me.
Yeah. Speaking of which, the conspiracy grifter campaign is still going on.
Nice.
On Twitter. Because now I'm just flooded with like conspiracy grifters in my feed because I clicked on some and now it's all over. But I'm dropping a bunch of links and hashtag conspiracy grifter. If you see a conspiracy grifter out there, drop the hashtag conspiracy grifter so we get them all in one place. However, I did get my first response today from somebody. It was really exciting. I'll show you how it started. Let me see. Castro, what's up?
Wolfram said, just like you can't argue with the drunk. No, but you know what a really good thing to do with the drunk is? Dance. Just be like, you
And
know what?
Judge
Why are
Maddie,
we
what's up?
arguing?
How you
Let's
doing?
dance. That's all. Hey, Judge Maddie, what's up?
Awesome.
Dance with the drunks. They won't argue. They have to concentrate too hard on moving their feet and staying upright. Can't do two things at once.
So out of all the, and believe me, there's a lot of people, and I don't know what it is. I think I'm starting to figure out the chemtrail grifters are usually just from the UK. Like for some reason, they seem to dominate the space. If not, I don't know what it is. But
I know a couple.
But this dude, I'm gonna have to get a. You guys see that all right? But
No.
this dude, you can't really see his name right here at this point because, but I dropped this right, and I dropped this. This is kind of like I've dropped a bunch of them. I use different techniques each time I drop a link. Like some will be like they vary a lot because I'm looking for what's gonna work. But I did get I will watch right, and then I was like, cool. If you want to come by my show, have a base friendly discussion on the topic, let me know. And he goes, nah, you seem like a state tool. I'm a geoengineering denier, and I'm actually getting employed people thinking this is normal. Good, Ruby, get annoyed. But yeah, and then then he blocked me. But then he runs, he calls me a denier, which means it's now a religion to him. To them, it's a religion when you start calling people like so. What I was going to reply to before he blocked me was that you sound just like a climate hoaxer talking about denial. It's a religion now, right? And this, but you see what they do the same thing. They won't come on and have a discussion about it because they know they can't hang, right? They know they can't hang. So first I'll watch it, right? And then a couple of minutes later, oh no, you seem like a state tool. Like I see what state am I from? I mean, it's like you don't even get it. But you sit there and every day you post the same shit over and over again. Try and like look at all the responses in here too. Like these are the same ones. Yeah, these are all comments, right? These are all comments coming in from there. I don't know why that's on there. That looks so stupid. Not an ad. Oh god. Just look at how fake that looks. I mean, it's hilarious, dude. It's hilarious. That's not even what happened. But
no. That still aggravates me.
Right. So, but you look at some people down here, like I agree, it's not chemtrails. Okay, it's contrails, but they're probably very harmful to the environment. What? Okay, it's contrails, but they're potentially very harmful to. I don't know about that. I have to take that one back. All right. Contrails are like Sears crowds, frozen water vapor, like all the stuff we learned. Right. There's people out there trying in the comments to counter it. I'm wondering if he's blocking everybody who disagrees with him. Like, what a pussy! Like seriously. And I would have a decent conversation with him, but I don't have any respect for him right now. But I mean, if he came on the show, I would treat him decently. However, this conspiracy grifting, it's rampant, and I just have a feeling a lot of these people are legitimately trying to screw with other people. They're not legitimate in their in their fight for truth and reformation in a corrupt world. Right. So there's tons of these things out there, right? And people don't think very highly of you. Clouds are not contrails. Grow up. Fruit Loop. Yes. Over and over again. It literally is weather. So I just, are they blocking all these people, or is it because I put out a 5-hour live stream that debunked every single point you could possibly ever think of making that you blocked me, But anyways, yeah, I got one response. So I hope one of these guys has balls enough to actually have a conversation. I don't think any of them will. They're very lazy researchers. It's about lazy research. Hey, Evelyn Cox, how you doing? It's about being handed something and then letting your eyes lie to you and then just running with it. And then if anybody like a leftist, like a pure leftist, if anybody disagrees with you or like is going to end up countering your belief system, you're going to come out and call him a denier of geoengineering. If the guy had actually watched my stream, he would have saw that I covered geoengineering, but I covered it separately from his chemtrail grift because they're not the same thing. And I proved that as well. But, this guy's never done liquor research in his life.
No.
And
Twitter is very adversarial.
I I'm not for lockdowns. So we have one thing in common, if that's what that means. Um, but there's tons of them out there. So hashtag conspiracy grifter. That's is what you do. That's what we did with the OK Gruber, hashtag OK Groomer, and hashtag OK Enabler. Like both of those were effective. And what you do is you just all the people that were like out there pushing for pushing back against the pushing out for an Amber Heard, got an OK Enabler, You see people pushing and defending uh circus clown storybook hour in libraries for kids. And you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the posers, the transposers. Any of them, that got a OK groomer hashtag. And what happens is it categorizes them. So when you click on it, they're all right there. Yeah. Makes you realize the company they keep in.
But they all go right for the personal attacks.
Oh, I know.
They have nothing at all of substance to add to the conversation rather than saying, okay, I see that I understand that you think that, but I think this. Why do you think that? I think this because of this. They go, oh, good. You sound like Fed. Like that's your retort.
That's the denial reflex. So
yeah, it's
like the fight or flight.
I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm going to scare you off.
But I would say I had a conversation with this person, right? I would start by trying to understand where they come from, how they define what they're saying. Like, okay, so which airplanes win, who's involved? Give me your entire point of view. Like, how many people would have asked for this person's entire point of view? Like, most people won't, right? But I would try to understand where they came from, how they got into it, and try to set some, basic premises. Like, would you like to? Is it better to know the truth than be right about something when you don't? It's like get them on that line of and say, well, then let's walk through it. And honestly, the biggest question is too, what would you have to see in order to rethink this narrative, right? What proof are you lacking, right, that you need to solidify this for yourself one way or the other? Because they don't. Like, I get this, if I were to go at them like this and say, okay, so what planes are doing? What like that, they're not going to have a definitive answer. They're going to be all over the place. Well, hold on. I would start by saying, let's separate chemtrailing from geoengineering up front. And if you can't separate it, we got to talk about that first, because that's the one thing. Like, you trim off the chemtrail side of it, there is geoengineering going on in small practices around the world. And if that's their problem, then they could focus on that particularly and not mention chemtrailing and shit like Harvard and all that other stuff that's going to make them look stupid. Like, if they really have a problem with the geoengineering itself, but then stick to that particularly, you'll have a target. You have a clear target. You don't have a clear target when you talk about chemtrails. You have nothing. You have absolutely nothing except for a bunch of paranoia and fear mongering. And if you're going around creating fear, and you're going around trying to offer fear without any solutions or without any context, what are you really doing? Who are you serving? You're not progressing. You're not helping any cause, and you're not focused on any kind of root cause issue. This would be a byproduct. Let's say you're right. Say you are, there are spraying people with something, which is, just absolutely not true, but let's just say they are, right? How are you going to stop that if you don't stop the corruption that enabled it, right? You're not. You can sit there and cry about it all day long, but nothing's going to happen. So when you're not focused on real solutions, you're spitting off in la la land. And unfortunately, if you just chopped half of that thing off, right, you just chopped the chemtrail part off, you'd have a cause. You could say, well, we don't want to see geoengineering. If you drill down even further and understand how weather works and how the airliners are laying down, basically they're laying down clouds because the engines themselves produce clouds when the saturation level is over a certain point, right? So they're literally taking and adding more moisture to a saturated area of the sky and producing a temporary clouds because of it, right? So they're actually drawing a line of clouds out. And some people will say, well, that's blocking sunlight, or that that'll take a nice. It doesn't do it all over the planet, of course, but in their area, they could go to the airport or join a coalition that says, look, we want to have pilots not fly in highly saturated areas so that we have clearer days. I think that's a good cause. That's something you could actually get behind. Okay, it's about clear skies, right? I like clear skies better than that. So and as we learn from our research, right, and that's just at the tail end of the chemtrail deprogramming chemtrails on Rumble. It's the Rumble part of it at the end, right? We learned that they're actually looking at flying at different levels where the saturation level is in order to produce that effect. So if you're going to sit there and you're going to bring up chemtrails and blow your whole point out of the water, like blow your credibility out of the water, you'll never be able to have the conversation about, well, we don't want you flying in saturated levels because we want clearer skies. So you could actually raise the planes up into the altitude where they don't produce as many contrails, thus clearing the skies up. I mean, that's a win-win, isn't it? Why not go down? Why not fight that fight? Why not start that initiative with all that energy you have instead of chasing a fairy tale that you've been sold by? And it came from one little old lady, like way back in the 90s. Like one little old lady who just her eyes deceived her because she'd been living through a time when there wasn't a lot of air traffic, and now there is, and there's bigger engines, and there's more flights, and there's better air traffic control, and so on. I mean, there's just better. It's just more going on, and so these people that are coming out of the UK saying all this shit. I remember there's so many people out that are from the UK that are doing this. Heathrow is one of the busiest airports in the world. Andrew Bronca, what's up? You can't text these things in a contained system.
I can't test these things.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know that they're testing them. I mean, a lot of places get. Well, yeah, I guess they are testing at some point.
Hey, Andrew.
Very, very small amounts. There are some countries though that are allowing it. Well, by not that global anything means anything, but I mean, hopefully it doesn't one day. But as far as like crossing borders, it doesn't mean anything as far as what you should comply with, unless you have a corrupt government that does it. But they're that's supposed to not be a thing, right? You're supposed to be outlawed to do any geoengineering, but there are certain countries you can do it in small doses. Like we covered in the stream. Dubai is one place that practices it. China did it for the Olympics, but it's cloud seeding. And see, that's the problem with people that are into chemtrails, is they confuse the issue, they conflate the issue. And so we can't have a good conversation until we get chemtrails out of the out of there, separate it, put it on a little shelf, and take over the government with uncorrupted people. And you'll probably maybe get the answers to that if it's real. But I doubt you're ever going to hear anything about that, because as we proved, it's jet engine. It's a format jet engines, and weather pattern is at what layer that you're at as you go up in the atmosphere. It's all about saturation level, and whether they linger for a long time or they go away fast. It has to do with saturation level always. It's just water vapor. But that's the thing. Like, you could have a really good argument against cloud seeding and against manipulating weather in certain areas, because you don't know
what they did to Dubai.
What's the word you use when you don't all the evidence isn't in, but it's apparently, or like allegedly, right? Allegedly, but
okay.
But yeah, they shouldn't ever run tests without people knowing, especially just like that lady, the class divided. She's running social experiments in schools with no permission, right? And then getting recognized for it. It's like you didn't. Our kids didn't set up for a social experiment, did they? I mean, I don't know. I don't think they did. I think she just walked in one day and decided that's what she was going to do. So it's the same with that. There has to be some control over people running experiments, right? At the same time, you don't want to stop people from running experiments, because some experiments, not all, right? You can't say no experiments ever. Then that means that only the government can run experiments. All right. So the scientists got to have some leeway. But I mean, as far as they should all be on record. Like, if you are testing, it should be on record. But I don't think anybody is doing anything to the degree that people that believe in chemtrails are saying they are. That's just, they don't think this thing through. They don't think about how expansive that whole project would be to have every airline in the world doing it, or is it every airline, or is it certain special planes? Well, which ones are they? So these are questions they can't answer. It's like all of a sudden it's like, and then they'll start calling you names, right?
They're hiding the information from us. No, they're not.
But what I'm trying to show these guys is like, there are, if you really do have a problem with the way the lingering clouds that are formed by contrails, I think that's a legitimate argument. And you can actually just focus on that to get the same results you're after, right? But they're so fixated on the spraying thing. And, like if they were spraying something, have you ever seen a crop duster spray something? Those nozzles, we looked at that too. That stuff drops fast. It's heavy. It drops fast. It goes and it falls, right? These things don't fall. They spread out like clouds. Another one. And when you start it, it's a test. The same thing like bringing animals and plants into an ecosystem to accomplish something. It never works out. You're not allowed to mess with my weather. Yeah, I agree. I don't like it either. I don't like it. I don't like
all experiments are F around and find out.
Right. And so like instead of like having a legitimate, decent conversation about something like messing with the weather, like Andrew brings up, you get it locked into these chemtrail ideas, right? Where it's like, I mean, come on, dude. This is a spraying attempt. Like, and the pilot is so the pilots are supposed to be in control of it, turning it on and off, or they do it from the ground. I mean, I've heard every line these people try to throw out there. But look at where they're at. They're looking at it's a very heavily saturated area. That's why they're there. The wind blows. That's why they do things like twist, right? and the other thing we talked about too is like about looking up, right? When you look up, your depth perception goes down. Right? You can't tell how high something is. You can't tell feet up from you. I mean, I would say maybe there's a person out there that has that ability because anything's possible, but most people don't have that ability to tell what altitude they're looking at something, right? Because it gets very flat screened when you look up. Right? You can see a little bit of definition in it, but it gets very flat screened. So you can't really tell. Again, the one thing you need to believe in chemtrails is a set of lying eyes, and everybody has them. So you have to just realize that. Like I said, a lot of people will come out here and counter this guy, and they'll post pictures like this. Oh, it's always a cloudy day, isn't it? Crazy. That's the ones that linger, right? That's heavily saturated airspace right there. And I get it. It doesn't look pretty. It's not. I'd agree with you on that. I mean, I've been saying it for years. I'd rather have a clear sky, but they could actually have these planes fly at a higher altitude, and those would not be there. Just slightly higher. Right, because there's a saturation levels that run on layers, which when you do research, you learn things like this, right? And you learn that when they go up at certain levels, there's going to be less saturation. If they can find that level, right, then you won't have these crisscross patterns. But you can see how much is already a weather system going on right there. So they're flying through 100% saturation already, right? And so when they blow out the 1,000-degree water vapor and it forms the ice crystals because of the saturation, it lingers because it's heavy up there. That's why you have clouds. So another thing I would ask people too is like, do you believe that there are any real clouds in the sky? Well, if you do, well, then how are clouds formed? Hey, Mimsy, I see you. Hey, Daisy girl, what's up? Lurking. I want some more Daisy girl talk in here. Find us something cool to watch. Hey, tonight the crowd calls the shots. I'm just talking about this because it's just something that's going on. But the crowd calls the shots. So we'll look at anything tonight. We'll talk about anything you guys want to. It's a crowd calls the shots show. And so right now I'm just looking at conspiracy characters, kind of giving you guys an update on the series that's going on, the deprogramming series. We did chemtrails, then we did HARP, and now we're going to do CERN next week, which is another fascinating one. CERN is interesting because they kind of shot themselves in their foot a little bit with their statue out front and their opening ceremony. I mean, they kind of shot themselves in the foot with this. Hey, Justin, how you doing? Welcome. Yeah,
hey,
but
Mims, hey, Daisy.
I agree, and
hey, Soulless.
No testing. But at the same time, when people confuse what is what, we can't get to like good conversations like should this stuff be allowed to test and whatnot, because they're looking at the wrong things. They're calling out natural weather and natural occurrences from jet engines and making it into something it's not. So these conspiracy cookers are out there, and this guy, instead of debating me, decided to block me. And I was very nice. I said, yeah, come on, bro. and I'll have a friendly based discussion with you about it. 'Cause I'd love to, like, like I said, I would just ask questions. I'd love to know how he got into it, what he considers it, what planes are doing it, who's behind it, whatever he wants to say, just learning more and more about it. So anyways, yeah, that was fun. That was fun. We'll see if any more of these guys pop in, because I actually, because they're all in my stream now, they're all in my algorithm, my home thing. I see them all the time, so it's a little bit of just like, okay, maybe I can get people to come look at the video that are in the comments here, right? But most people just comment and they don't read the comments. That's another thing I figured out about X. They're like, oh no, no, no. They don't go back and read them too much. Some people do, and that's the people hopefully I'll reach. So it's May the 4th. It's
May the 4th be with you.
Yes, it is. It is.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the day is always with you.
Yep. Oh yeah. Guess what, guys?
Hi, honey.
Hey, Suzanne.
Hi, Suze.
Monday,
hello.
We will be adding a new member to our family here at the house. Yes.
Aww.
Our new guy is waiting for us down at the shelter. We went and picked him out on Thursday or Friday. I think it's Thursday. Thursday. Yeah, we went and picked him out. Our new kitten. We got a black male, 6-month-old cat.
Excited.
Kitten. Yep. And so we adopted him. He has to, because he was just an intake. They had to, I guess, do some stuff over the weekend with him. I don't know. We go pick him up Monday. And I don't know if we've officially decided on a name or not, but potentially his name is going to be Bray. So,
no,
a nice little tribute.
I'm very excited. I can't wait for you guys to get another cat and a black cat. Oh, I'm so excited. They're my favorite. I don't care what anybody says about black cats. I've always had black cats. Only now I have the friggin' the tabby cat.
Yeah. As you guys know, we lost one of our cats this year. We lost Foxy to a tumor. So her sister Tiki is still here. And we have Snips the mom that lives inside outside. She's downstairs, upstairs. Actually, outside. I think I gotta check on her in a minute. But so three's our lucky number. Three's our lucky number. And we haven't had a male cat in a long time. So this is gonna be good. Because the sisters and the mother, I think they always got sick of each other after a while. Oh, you have gingers? Oh, don't tell me that. My kid wanted a ginger cat, but we went in, and this one just won his heart right away. Oh, it's for him. It's for his birthday. So, but he's been wanting a cuddle cat for a long time. This one's going to be real cuddly. It jumped right into his arms. Was very friendly, purry, hold me, let's just be close kind of kitty. So
just on the flying monkey is losing her mind right now. Who's the flying monkey? I want to know. I want to know.
Do tell.
I want to know. I haven't had any gossip in a while. No,
is it something we can watch?
That cat. Right?
Yeah, like I said, the crowd calls the shots tonight. If you guys see anything out there, I'll play it, talk about it, stuff like that.
Mims, better than that. He chose the kid. She said, sounds like he chose you, and he chose the kid. That's what we all wanted. I think every kid should have a pet in their life that just is all about them. It's the best feeling. And it's something that, it just keeps you going. Whenever, when you think, because as a teenager, you're like, oh, the world is against me, but I got my cat, or I got my dog, or I got my bird, whatever the hell they have. But yeah, that was the thing. It chose him. It was exactly what I wanted. And it's a black cat with green eyes. I'm like, I'm so happy. So happy. The gingers are a band of terrorists. Ginger cats are bizarre. They are bizarre. I did have one of them, the one with 6 toes on each foot. But it was just He was. Oof. Oh, you got the newest rescue. That's your. What'd you get? Did you get a dog? Flying monkey. I don't think it was. Black one has black cat with blue eyes. That's rare. You wouldn't think that the whole world has green eyes. It's like no, the cat world does not have all green eyes. They have amber, they have blue, they have gold.
Yeah.
I've had them all. The funny part is, like, I would have wound up with your two cats. You realize that? Had things gone a different way, I would have wound up with, which is sad because then I would have had another cat that I would have had and lost. And I just lost like 2 in the last like 5 years. I can't lose anymore. I can lose people. I don't want to lose any more cats. No more. Like these, I already told these two, you two have to live forever. And that's just the end of the discussion. Like, we're not talking about it. We're not like entertaining it. You're just here for the duration. Mm-hmm. Of course, I talked to my mother today about moving and everything. She was asking me all the questions. And she was like, what do you want a homestead for? I said, I need animals, mother. I don't want to be here. She was like, do you want to live in the city? No, I'm trading in all the people for animals. That's all I want. I just want to surround myself with goats and ducks and chickens and cats and dogs. And I just want to have a menagerie. Just leave me alone and don't, I want them to have, they're my front line of defense. Somebody comes to the door, they're all going to attack. I will get attack ducks. Don't think I won't. I absolutely will. You could train a duck to chase somebody off your property because they're scary little fuckers. Get some swans. Welcome back to emu that lady has. Did you ever see that lady that has?
T-Rex because he just took a shower.
Yay! Did you ever see that lady with the really nasty? I don't know if it's an ostrich or an emu. That it always runs at her when she's trying to record something. She just puts her hands out and holds it by the neck. No. Oh, it's so funny because it's just like this attack bird. It's huge. I'll get one of them. Maybe get a llama, put it by the gate so it spits at everybody.
I've seen that one dude that has one that's always pecking at him, but that's about it.
Oh no, this is this really pretty lady. She's probably in her late 30s, early 40s. This thing, every time she's like, hi y'all, man, she's like, stop. She even put a hat on it one day and it calmed it down. This bird has an attitude problem. A huge attitude problem. It's always it goes running for her. She's just no. She put a hat on it. She did. She put a hat on it and it calmed it down. Mm-hmm.
Hat of calming.
It's the calming hat. The calming hat. Probably why is this thing on my head? It was probably just in shell shock. We were told she was a boxer bulldog. Half pity. Good luck. Quarter boxer, quarter staff. Boxer energy and I love the boxer personality. The energy I can do without. They're every boxer I ever had to have contact with, they literally just jump in place. They're just so excited. They're just okay, let's go. But I have a thing for pitties. I love pitties. I love pit bulls like you would not believe. I don't want one because I know how they get and they have all the hip issues and they have cancer issues. But I mean, I've never been afraid of a pit bull. No, I've never been afraid of a dog. Period. I just don't. Canadian geese, right, Evelyn? That's what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get a bunch of Canadian geese and pretend I'm still a Trenton. No, they leave big piles of poop everywhere. They're not, that's not little, but they live piles of it everywhere. That was my whole campus. Just covered in goose poop. Bonnet on a duck to come. Really? People I want to see pictures of hats on ducks. I want to see that. I do. I think that would be too cute. Hi everybody, I'm not awake. I mean, You don't have to be awake to be here. Just come hang out, chill. It's all right. I fall asleep on winning all the time. I think it went okay, but I'm overdoing it. I mean, it's a new baby. Of course you're going to like overdo it. Oh, you talking about, so you had surgery, girl? I didn't know that. I thought you were talking about the damn dog. Staffies are amazing dogs. Yeah. Not there anymore. I wish I had the nanny dog pity personality. I mean, that's the thing. Like all the pitties that I've had, they were all good with kids. They were super protective. They were super like on top of it. Like if that baby even like sneezed crooked, they're like, roof, like pay attention. You paying attention to this kid? Come look at this kid. This is our kid. They're very like, hello, mama, get on it. Just don't overdoing it because she's just on. Yep. Maddie. She's the hostess with the mostest. She does go all out. Take care of yourself. I don't know what your surgery was, but I hope you take it easy, honey. Evelyn just got home from the hospital and she said, why is everybody going to the hospital? You all need to take care of yourself. I look forward to seeing you guys. Nerd said, I had one for 13 years. Oh, the pity. I had one for 13 years and she and my niece, who was 5 at the time, got along great. My niece would use her as a pillow on Saturday mornings. Yeah. Like, I don't think the breed is the problem. I think the breeder and the trainer, the owner, is the problem. Like, I never had a problem with any of my dogs. And I mean, I had German Shepherds, we had a Doberman, we had like tons of German Shepherds. I can't even explain. But I mean, we've always had every kind of like mutt you could think of too. Never had a problem. Never had a problem. Were they protective? Yeah. Guess what? Don't step over my fence. Don't reach out and touch me unless you want to lose that hand. Because I tell you, if the dog don't do it, I will. So it's like, you got a double shot of getting, this is a do not touch area. But people like, oh, I went onto their property. Well, why'd you do that? Well, then their dog bit me. Well, because the dog was trained to bite people who are coming on the property. Like, that's the whole point. It says guard dog. Like, she just bark her on everything and everyone. She knocked an older lady flat on her back at the dog park 3 weeks ago. We haven't been back. Oh, that's embarrassing. You can't go back to the dog park. Oh, that's funny. Pit bulls are overreported and so many breeds are called pit bulls that aren't. Yeah, that's true. They see the wide chest and they see like a certain cut of the ears and like, oh, it's a pit bull. No, there's so many things that go into a pit bull. And then you have scatterbred, you have purebred, you have all different kinds. Like, I tend to like the scatterbred better. They're sweeter. The purebreds always have like skin allergies and they have weird personalities sometimes. There's some chocolate instead. There you go. First full day of no smoking and I still like you all. Aw, that means a lot. It does. When you around? I can get you out of my head. Is it just me? I think it's just me. My vet said she was more comfortable around my staffy than she is around terriers and other small breeds. I've only ever been bitten by a dog once, and it was one of those little Shih Tzus. Ugh, like they used to keep it. My cousins used to keep it in their basement, totally not socialized. Brought it upstairs. It came running over. I see a dog. What do I do? Puppy! And I bent down to let the dog smell my hand. He didn't even try to smell it. I was like, oh, no, you didn't, you little fuck. Like, I was so mad. I was so mad. I was like, oh my God, my whole life I've never been bitten by a dog. And then you get this little Shih Tzu that's like it hurt. I mean, it didn't hurt bad, but it was like, oh, no, you didn't. It drew blood though. Went right through my finger. Yes, and good for you, Suzanne. We are all behind you. We're all counting on you. Tomorrow, bitch, tomorrow. Give it another day. It's really the first 72 hours that are the hardest. It really is. because you set yourself up to like, you expect it at a certain time every day. And then everything that you do without it feels off. And you get like uncomfortable because your mind tricks you into something's missing, something's missing. Isn't there something you want? Suddenly, everything you watch has somebody smoking in it. Every podcast you listen to, they're talking about smoking. You can hear somebody inhale. You walk past somebody in a store and you're like, oh, they're a smoker because you smell it on them. 1, 2, 3. There's nothing worse than being an ex-smoker for you or for the people around you, because then you get like, oh, you shouldn't this and da da da. And I'm just like, I hate when people quit and then they tell me I have to quit. I'm like, why? That was your choice. Don't push your life choices on me. Like, let me die in my own way. Thank you. Nerd said, I got bit on the butt by a German Shepherd near my friend's house when I was a kid, but a Jack Russell used to attack my dog and other animals in the neighborhood. Jack Russells are the devil. They really are. Dear Lord.
Yeah. I think they're a lot tougher than they are.
But they're so hyper. It's like you took the energy for like a wild stallion and you shrunk it and tried to shove it into this little like itty bitty wire haired body that can jump like 7 feet high. And it's just, no, it's such a bad combination. Such a bad combination. They're horrible little dogs. And they don't listen. Izzy made me bleed today. She didn't mean to. We were just playing. She plays a great intense. I'm sure. I mean, I've gotten scratched by dogs by accident, or like their tooth, like we'll be playing and I put my hand like on the toy too close, and they don't bite you. They're just trying to grab the toy. You don't have feeling in your teeth. Sometimes you misjudge. You're excited. It's just like, all right, those kind of injuries. I had one dog break my finger completely. He was jumping up and his leash went around my finger. He didn't break it. He dislocated it. But oh my God, I would just remember screaming because that one hurt. That one hurt. I was just like, oh my God. And I didn't blame the dog. I was like, okay. And I'm like, it's not your fault. I'm crying. It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, no. That's all I want. I want to live somewhere where I get to have animals. Like, because I've gone so long without having so many. And that's all since I'm a little kid, since I could walk, I remember wanting, just a place where I had tons of animals. I want rescued animals. Like I want animals that were injured or they're too old for their, owners or whatever. And I can take them. Like I'll take them. Not a problem. But yeah, that's all I want. I mean, don't get me wrong. I gave my mother a list of requirements because I was like, I'm not living here, not living here, not living here, not living here. And I need this. Right. And then she can go looking. It's like, go ahead. You do the looking and then I'll eventually probably be the one to find it. But that's fine. It's just the way it is because it's going to be the way I want it. There are a lot of things I'm not willing to fight for in life. This ain't one of them. Like I told my mother, and it might be mean that I said it like this. I was like, Ma, you're going to be 82. I'm 50. Who's got to live there longer, you or me? And she was like, that's messed up. I was like, I'm just saying, I want you to have a happy end to your life, but how long are you going to be really happy for? Like you had your shot. You blew your load. Like it's my turn. Can I just be somewhere where I could be set up and have my children set up after me? Like, you got nothing to worry about. You want to set up for your child? Guess who your child is? That'd be me. In case you forgot, you only got the one. That's me. How about we worry about that? But yeah, she didn't take too kindly to that. But I mean, it's the truth. You've done everything you wanted to do in your life. You made all the decisions based purely on what it did for you. You didn't give a crap about nobody else. Now it's time to pass the torch. Like, don't be selfish. I should get, at least what I put into this whole like mother-daughter thing. I should get one benefit out of it. This has to be it. Like, I'm going to live the rest of my life there. Hopefully I'm going to have a lot more years, than people think. But I'm definitely, knock on wood, dear God, this is not a challenge. Hopefully I'll have a lot more years left than she has. If she outlives me, I don't know what I'll do. I guess I'll be dead. I won't do much.
Yeah, it won't matter.
I can haunt her.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
That's what I'll tell her.
I was saying. All these
you
silver
think
linings.
I'm annoying now? Wait. Oh my God, that would be good. If I knew that was a guarantee, I'd almost be like, all right, I'll go. Why not? I'll just haunt everybody I want. Be like, oh, you thought I was a pain in the ass when I was alive. Here I come. Anyway, that was my little rant. Speaking of rants, did you catch Joe? Did you see him the other night? Did anybody else out there see him the other night? Go ahead.
On Ricada.
Yeah, on Ricada. I thought it was great. That was such a great Joe rant. That was like typical. I was like, all right. I was like, now I could go to sleep. I was in my happy place. I even said Nick a note. I was like, that show was great. I was like, watching you tease him and him rant was just great. Yeah, it was. It's funny to watch them go up against one another. Like they're just having a conversation and Joe is super serious and Nick is just throwing out Nickisms. And I'm just like, man. I thought it was funny. Joe couldn't remember who Matthew Harris was. Like he kept saying Calvin Harris. I was like, who the hell is Calvin Harris? I was like, oh, he means like unbreaded. Like he goes, that thing you used to read. Wow, you can't even remember that it was called unbreaded. Like we all know that one,
right?
Background. Yeah, Coach Joe. It was a great show. It was phenomenal. And he didn't even like work up to that one. He was in the middle of talking and all of a sudden, no. But I was like, oh, I was like, this is mad, Joe. I love this. Like, but Nick does know how to push his buttons. He really does. He's so good at it. So good. He's just like, when you hear Joe breathing, you know it's coming. You're just like, all right, come on. Touchdown, no paper. I'm ready. I miss
right. I said it too. Yeah, if anybody says a touchdown on paper, the automatic response is unbreaded.
I miss him reading unbreaded. I miss the pad. I miss I don't know. It was a lot. He was a lot more fun back then on stream.
That was when he was in his prime.
He can take it. Yeah, he can take it. He don't care.
Yeah, I know. You can do it, Nick.
Good luck. We're all counting on you.
Yes, we're all counting on you.
I don't know. I don't know if I am. I believe in him, but I don't know if I want to count on him anymore. I just want to tell him, stop it. Stop it. Go back to being funny. Go.
Speaking of funny.
All right.
It's true.
All of it's true.
All right. Since everybody we had such a great pet conversation, I figured we have a pet heavy, funny videos tonight.
Oh, I love those.
Heavy petting. Heavy petting.
Heavy. Don't tease. Try not to laugh. Aww.
Yep.
I want to squish it. Oh, she's embarrassed.
Here I go.
In nomine Patris et
Look at his face.
Aww. Aww. Get this off my thing. Oh. Be happy it wasn't a dolphin.
봐봐. 이거 봐봐. 저 들고 가려는 거 봐봐.
Aww.
How would you feel if I clipped your nails? Can I clip your nails?
He said nope.
I can't see fucking.
Moonshine tub.
We ready or what? Hold on. I'm fucking with my.
Let me whisper in your ear. I feel you, cat. I do.
Does not like to be shot at. Sit.
Dito.
No entendi. Não entendi nada aí. Eu não entendi nada.
Oh my goodness. a little tea bag for you. Jesus. Aw.
In nomine Patris et Spiritus Sanctus.
Oh, I don't want to go. That's my mother's dog. He used to take the thing out of her hair all the time. Aw.
Sit.
Runner tonight. Are you serious?
Give me that air. Give me that air. Give me those chemtrails. Go ahead. Playing Arsenal. Aw. Oh, shit. So dramatic.
No, no, no.
Got you first. The cat's in heat. He said, stop that thirsty thing.
bark at your dog.
I told you to stop doing that.
Go get it. We gotta have that bank. Oh my God. I no. See?
Hey. Shazam, open up.
Aww. My puppy. Now you smell like me. Aww. I can't walk on this side. You know I don't like it when the leash is on that side, damn it. My cats love that game. Yes, I play video games with my cat. Oops. Got it. I got it. I got it.
No, use both hands at the same time like this. And bounce. Yeah, no, you're still digging. No, Fendi.
Oh, how cute.
Listen. Linda! Damn!
Cats can tune you out like nobody else. That's my cat.
Why'd you do that? You're not gonna hit anything.
Hands of Yana's are unusually She usually has a pretty good speed advantage early on.
Puggu thinks he's a boxer.
Combinations on the feet on the more-time striker, Viana. Oh. He's inspecting.
3D.
He's inspecting.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. That's like, what do you expect? I ain't jumping up there. Oh, Mimsy.
Yeah.
就挡在那儿，就不起来。
不干活还不打，一干。
Oh. Didn't quite make it. Didn't quite make it. What's a few icicles between friends?
So if he tells you anything different, he's a liar and a snake. You.
When the line is too long at the kitty litter. Like, hurry up. Aww.
I began to pass out. Then my head hit the wall. Boom.
Oh, God. Hey, damn it. Why can't I get it? Making that money. Go get it. Go get it. Poor cat. He's cute. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Yes, I did. Oh! That cat will be bigger than you one day. Careful. He's just gonna bite every car that passes.
Brutus. Hey, Brutus. Turn around, dummy. Hey, bud.
I love when they get like that. I'm like, oh, it's crazy time.
I'm not lazy. I'm just on saving energy mode.
There you go. Power down mode. Oh, jeez.
Who's that? Who's that? Cool. Cool, but.
And he's like, oh, yep, I like her. There we go.
Oh my goodness.
Knock her over. Talk about love bombing. That's you lately, power down mode? Yeah, me too. It's been like 3 days. All I do is sleep. There's your attack duck, Shelly. I mean, you raise them right. My cat would not put up with it. I had a whole conversation with my cat the other day about, look, this is a table you could sit on next to me. I don't know why you don't come up here. Had the whole conversation. Next day I turned around. She was sitting on the table looking at me like, well, I did it. Where's my praise? Dogs are a great way to get a girlfriend. Worked for me one time. Oh yeah. When you go walking out with a dog or whatever, everybody stops you. They just start conversations like, "Oh my god, it's such a cute doggy." What you got? I can't hear you.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, you.
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna let it sit down there for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Just kind of like break it up a little bit. Talk to the crowd. Crowd calls the shots. Haven't heard any yet, but
We don't have a very demanding crowd. That's the thing.
right.
There's no dance monkey dance. Although they do it with me. Why don't you do it with him? You do it with me. Hi, Ellie Font.
Hey, Ellie.
So you say crowd calls the shot. She's like, okay, I'm here.
Right?
Let's go. You guys could ask questions, do whatever you want. We're pretty much just chilling. Doing what we would do when you're not here too. Just sitting here, just bull throwing. Because it's Saturday night.
Yeah, we do all the serious stuff during the week. We do the serious stuff during the week. We do real good analysis and discovery and debunking, indie programming, and solutioning.
Yes. Oh, but congratulations. Ellie said she became a great auntie. Aw, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Muzzle tough.
There you go. See, you put that on the screen. You just click on it, and it's right there.
Oh God. I don't do that with mine. You think I'm going to take the time to do it with yours? You could do it. You drive.
You do it for the replay. People know what you're
Listen,
talking about.
this is not
today's
my
my
job.
wedding anniversary, and here I am. Why, God, why kidding?
Happy anniversary, honey. I hope you had a great day.
Absolutely.
We had a good May 4th. Oh, Nerd hit 150 subs. Good job. Good job. Congrats to you. Love the good news. Love the good news. Keep it coming. I could use good news. And you're here. Why, God? Why? 1, because it's us. And 2, because YouTube is addictive. Tell my husband he works too much. I'll tell him, put him on the phone. You act like I won't. I'll be like, excuse you. You have a wonderful wife. Your ass needs to be at home. But then when you're like, oh, I want this. It's like, yeah, well, I could have had it if I worked extra. But I cut back. So nope. Pick and choose, girl. Pick and choose.
Right.
I get it, though. You want them to spend time with you. Yeah. So you feel loved and wanted. You get to pamper them a little bit. They pamper you. It's nice. Especially for those special days. That's right. You got us. We'll make you feel special. You're so pretty, Ellie. I love your opinion. I do. I love the fact that all my girls, you all have brass balls on you. You really do. I love it. There's not one of you that's like, oh, I don't want to give my opinion. Somebody might not like it. You're just like, nah, let it fly. That's fine. I appreciate that more than you know. More than you know. But yeah, you're always respectful. So you're like, you're really cool. You're funny and opinionated, all of you. I mean, you think I maybe somebody thinks it's, like just a throw out line, but I really do love my chat. I do love you guys. I just couldn't do it Friday. I couldn't. Yeah. By Friday afternoon, I told this one, I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, I'm having, basically lady problems. She was like, I know. I was, what do you mean you know? Like, trying to say I'm predictable? I really do think he's got it on the calendar. Like, this is the danger zone. Like, right here. This week has been an emotional shit show. Yeah.
All right.
Up soon. 3rd shift. I'm going to make a very expensive date plan for him. Aw. Very expensive, huh? It's okay, Shelly. We're always here. Yeah. Oh, That's my hope. But YouTube doesn't make it easy to stream. They like to mess with me, so it just got to me.
Yeah, no doubt.
And I had nothing worthwhile to say. I was like, nobody cares.
But Monday, Joe supposedly is going to be having his day in court for the ungag Trump thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's supposedly going to be streamable. And so hopefully Shelly will maybe be able to stream that during her show because it's going to be around 10 a.m. So that would be a good Monday show.
I was thinking about it.
You should.
I was thinking about it. I wanted to think more about it, but I guess now I'm doing that.
Do that before.
I don't know if they're going to stream him because New York is very shitty about that. Like, really.
About it. You seem to think that they would. So you probably end up having to snipe his.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. But so that, you know, do it before one of these other grifters jump on it.
Mimsy, I gave you a sub the whole thing from my real account.
Because we've been following it the whole time. We've been doing streams when he was typing it up, when he first decided to do it, and all that stuff. So you got the inside scoop.
Yeah. At Ellie, I'm sorry. I am really like, I know that came out sounding weird, but it's like, I'm really sorry that she's got pancreatic cancer. I'm sorry that your mom texted you that. That's such a my mom thing to do. I'm sorry. I don't know. These women, they just. I gave you a sub today from my real account. Were you not subbed up on your real account? Thank you, though. I appreciate that. I did see it went up one. There is somebody that likes to mess with my YouTube. I go down 2, I go up 2, I go down 2, I go up 2, and I'm like, and then I look at my streams and I'm like 1 dislike on each one. I'm like, I love how I live in people's heads for no reason at all. Yeah. It's just like, I don't do it to you. Why do you come here and do it to me? Stop it.
They need to.
Yeah, that stuff is not okay, Ellie. Texting that kind of news is not okay. Well, I didn't know how to tell you. Let me give you a hint. That was not the way. That wasn't the way. I'm just going to tell you from here. Like, use your words verbally. Start with, I have some bad news, so I could at least prepare myself. You remember when people were polite about telling you things? They'd be like, oh my God, are you sitting down? Yeah, you need to sit down. Then you were like, oh, you're like, okay. So, and then they'd tell you. Now they're just like, hey, hi, bump. And you're like, no warning. I got no warning. Like, that was really rude. Like, why would you do that to me? Just hit me with the right out the gate. I wasn't ready. I gave one to Nerd as well to make 150. Aw, you're so sweet, Mims. Aw. No. Oh, here we go. Public service announcement. So I had a major brain fart today. This is Nerd. And thought tomorrow was Mother's Day. And I got my mom red roses in a red spinal vase and gave it to her a week early. Well, you know what? Just tell her that you wanted her to. You just wanted her to enjoy it the whole week before Mother's Day. That's all.
Yeah. Instant cracking.
He loves this song, y'all.
What?
Oh.
You know where he gets it from? You know where he gets it from?
Oh.
Picked up dial phone numbers. Who knew? Like, such a great song. That's gonna be the next year's Christmas hit for sure.
Mm-hmm. You paying attention to the back room?
I am always paying attention.
Okay.
Not really, but
Baby steps? It means setting small, reasonable goals for yourself, one day at a time. One tiny step at a time.
Baby steps.
It works.
First of all, I don't pay property tax.
Oh, look, it's T-Rex trucking. T-Rex.
Hey, Rexy.
I don't pay property tax.
Yep,
No,
he
you
won
don't.
the lottery tonight for the extra seat. So
Oh
there you go. Right in the extra seat. Not much. So you have a big announcement? Go ahead and tell everybody.
Oh.
Wait, I have a hello.
Hi.
I have no big announcement.
Make one up.
That was the announcement. He has no big announcement.
That's sad. Aw.
What would my big announcement be? I feel like you had something.
I don't.
Oh, you taught the
time.
the puppy's potty trained right now.
My dog has been potty trained since the day I got him.
No, he was pooping in your truck.
Yeah, he was, but
that's because T-Rex. He saw T-Rex doing it first,
right?
Oh no!
Doggy dog.
He's like that bucket's for both of us, right? Okay.
Oh my goodness, that's gross. No.
Now you're insulting everybody out there who owns an RV. Man. They poop in their trucks.
Does strange things to a man.
Yeah, well. It's got to do something to you driving all those lonely nights. You're just talking to yourself.
I got people to talk to, but it does really get to me. I am excited to go home and do Experts Dollywood thing and then have the entire next week off. And the only thing I'm really required to do is go to the 2 graduation ceremonies my little brother has.
Oh, you sound really excited about it. I'm sure he'll appreciate your enthusiasm.
I'm super excited.
I
just
do
have
already.
to go buy a freaking suit, and suits are expensive.
Why do you have to buy a suit?
Because I like wearing suits.
All righty then. Make sure you get a picture and send it to us.
I will do that.
Absolutely. Nerd, for your mom, I mean, you gave it to her a week early. If anything, it should make her feel good that day was so important to you. You didn't want to forget it, that you kind of jumped the gun. So there's that. Be like, I didn't want to miss it because it's really important. And yeah, I shot my load early. Whatever. I mean, maybe don't say that part to your mother because she might take it wrong. But just say it. You pulled the trigger a week early. So you're fine. I think it would be super sweet. But you realize now you have to at least get her a card for next week or something. Otherwise, bad son. Like, he didn't give me anything on Mother's Day.
I also got to get my mother something for Valentine's.
I ain't getting my mother shit.
Crap. It's Mother's Day, not Valentine's Day. Well, in my family, we do get each other little cute little gifts on Valentine's Day.
I send her wildflowers. I send her a big bouquet of wildflowers because that's what she likes. I do it every year.
Gift card. That's what she wants. That's what she likes.
It's what she wants.
I was like, Mom, what do you want for Christmas or your birthday or Mother's Day? And she's like, I don't know, a Starbucks gift card. And I'm like, done. That's really
done.
Easy.
Yeah, you know what? I have the same excuse for my kids that my grandmother used to use for me. Whenever, what do you want for Mother's Day? I just want you to behave and listen to me. Can't you pick something easier? Like, no, that's what I want. Just the whole day where you do what I ask you to do. You don't argue with me. You put your attitude on a shelf somewhere, and you just be a good kid.
Why? I can give my mother the best Mother's Day gift ever, which is still being on
your
the
absence,
road, so she doesn't have to deal with it. Exactly.
Yep.
I'll be like,
so whereabouts are you?
For Mother's Day, I'm gonna send my brother and my dad gift cards so they go and do something and leave you the hell alone.
There you go. There you go. Winning asked where you were. Where you at?
Where am I? I'm somewhere.
He's like,
Alabama.
I don't know.
I'm not entirely sure. I know I'm in Alabama.
Alabama.
Alabama. They stuck me in the southeast where it's been hot and humid and raining for 30 minutes, just long enough to keep it absolutely miserable for the past week.
Aw, 30 minutes of rain makes you miserable for a week?
No,
Don't
it's
ever
been
go
like
into the Northwest. Jeez.
it's just been it'll rain and then it'll be sunny, but so it's just enough rain for like it to be like super muggy.
Soup is what you're looking for. Yes, the air turns to soup.
It does.
That's typical Jersey weather in the summer.
As Outpost
7
would say,
o'clock in the morning, it's like that.
as Outpost has said before, want to know what it's like living in the South? Take a shower and then put your clothes on without
drying. What it's like living in Jersey, I hate to tell you. Everybody else in Jersey, it's a beautiful day. I'm sitting here on the river, like, I'm like, oh my God, it's so hot and humid. Because you open the door and it just like hits you. You don't even get to go out into it. It's just like, oh my God, this is the worst. That's when you start ducking into stores. Every like 3 stores, you're like, air conditioning. You're like, all right, I just got to cool down for a minute so I can make it another 20 feet.
Well,
I can't breathe.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, Experts Dollywood meetup thing. It's going to be a lot of fun, but I'm like, why did you plan the two main events for doing something outside in the middle of May in Tennessee? Come on.
Who do you think's going to be the first one to complain about it? Expert will. Why are we doing this now? It's hot, y'all. Yeah, we know.
He's like, what are we doing? Wait, what? What's going on?
Why didn't the AC come outside with me? Damn it! Like, because y'all are used to just staying up inside all day long.
Well, that's the thing. I keep super chatting him. I'm like, hey, Expert, like, you want to like send me some details of what we're actually doing? Because all I know is to show up on 15th near Knoxville, and that I'll be told what to do later. You know, that's in a week and a half, right, buddy?
Nice. He's just gonna give you coordinates and be like, "Good luck finding us." Yeah, well, they know what you look like.
Yeah.
I told Winning to go and just be in all the background shots, and nobody would know.
I am going.
You absolutely should.
Here's
Yep.
Okay.
I'll be there. I won't be identifying myself, but I'll be there.
Chat, we're gonna take bets. What are the chances that Expert wears his sunglasses the whole time? Do you think he'll take them off once? I don't.
I'll take them off to wipe the sweat. That's about it.
Expert is so funny.
Anyway, I hope you have a good time, T-Rex. Your vacations haven't been the best of luck this year.
I think this one will be fun. This year and last year, but we don't need to rehash that out on live on the internet.
We can go back over it. I mean, hold on. Where's that stream we did from? It's on Rumble somewhere. The struggle session stream.
Oh my goodness.
That was terrible.
We'll just make sure that you don't have any instant regrets.
That's totally me right there.
There you go.
Compilation.
I was thinking that.
I'm gonna be there to record the fails compilation from Dollywood weekend.
You know, all the ladies I know seem to have trouble with doors. I didn't know you did though, Shelly.
I'm not quite as bad as my mother. Oh my goodness.
Why does she keep putting it back in the same spot? Ta-da.
Oh no. Oh no.
The service is incredible.
Whoops.
Oh, bro, what the you just cut my hair? Bro, I didn't mean to bro. What the bro? Want me to shave your body head? The wrong with you?
Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! I'm like...
They do that on purpose.
Isabelle, je suis coincée dans le verre, viens m'aider. Mais viens m'aider, mais je suis coincée, bordel de merde. Mais t'es
Just
con,
let go of
ça.
it.
Mets-moi deux trucs là. Relevez. T'es con quoi. Putain, mais t'es vraiment une couille. Reprends-la un peu là. Mais mets la main dedans. Oh. Tu te fous de ma gueule. Oh la couille. J'allais partout.
French girls are
He's
funny.
like, you're an ass. You're an ass.
This is French compilation.
Yeah. No, no. That was my
Yeah,
dad when he tried.
That's why I never used my drone. I was afraid I'd break it. I had a TIE fighter drone.
Still upload that. That's oops.
Because that shit is funny.
That's why
Dude,
you don't.
if I'm loud as hell, someone tell me.
If you pay too much attention to
No, you're
the tray
fine.
when you're waitering.
And my volume is quite low.
That's when. Oops. He's like,
Don't do that, T-Rex. This is not going to end well.
Nope. Oh!
Oops.
Dumbass.
Why would you do that? That poor guitar.
And see, he don't actually play because he would have been upset that that guitar got...
You have to have anchor locks on the strap before you even try to do this shit.
Forgot to put my wallet back. Throw of a lifetime. Throw of a lifetime.
It was.
It was. Oh!
That's what you get for wearing a mask.
Aww. Wet pussy. Why is she in a bathrobe?
Because what's better than pizza right in the morning?
It just took over full size.
Whoops. Don't show Jamie that video. Magic erasering her face.
What happened?
Girl, you better go get some acetone nail polish remover or some hairspray.
What was that from a dye? Hair dye?
It looks like it, yeah. Oh no.
Vino.
Perfectly good wine. Oh no,
Merry Christmas. I hope this is not. There better not be some stupid ass copyrighted music in the middle of it.
What the hell was that?
He pushed a fart out.
What the f went between? It's called timing your jump.
Oh my god, please don't have it.
I'm glad he stepped back.
I'm nervous, B. I'm nervous.
Oh!
How did that happen?
And think of the babies laughing.
Coming back at you.
The head
Run.
The driving wedge there?
Bro.
This isn't gonna end well.
These people.
Go drive forward.
No.
Oh. Oh.
Do you work here?
I'd be no good.
Oh, that was it for him.
1983 called They Want Their Mullet Back.
Are you okay?
Oh. Oh, no, it's getting you. Oh, Jesus. Ow. Oh, damn. Genetically modified.
Whoops.
Fuck Owen! Oh my god!
Oscar. Do it.
No, girl.
Yes. There you go. You're all good.
How the hell? Oh. Oh. Ow.
Ooh.
Did you not think that was going to happen? Centrifugal force.
Yeah, it's getting right in the trash, right where you belong, hon.
Mm-hmm. That's a bit judgy.
Hey, she put herself there.
Yeah, no way is that going to go badly. One bird in the hand is worth two in the bush.
Tell him what did he do wrong,
What even
T-Rex?
was that?
Were those oranges? They look like oranges.
Those were oranges.
Just remember to always properly secure your load.
So much there I could say.
That's why I said it.
And make sure to knot it up and take it with you when you leave, because these bitches are crazy. I'm just saying.
Or put some hot sauce in it like Drake did.
Yep.
Ew. First of all, if you went to the bathroom and came out and there was hot sauce in your hand, I'd wonder what the hell is wrong with you. And I'd be like, oh my God, I didn't just with that. No, get out. You got to go. What do you
not know that story, Shelly?
No, I do not know. No.
Oh,
I'm still trying to get over the whole girl got pregnant by swallowing, because if that was true, I'd have a litter by now. I'd literally have linebacker, like entire football field. Football team, not field.
Drake hooked up with a girl and then put hot sauce in the condom to make sure she didn't do nothing. Then she tried to, and then sued him for chemical burns.
I mean, of course she did. Of course she did.
She lost. It got thrown out, but she tried.
She got her 15 minutes of fame. Who are you? I'm the flaming hot coochie. Like, yeah, no. When your mama said the boys will chase you because they like it hot, that's not what they meant. Just saying. Not what they meant. God. What do you need the hot sauce for? Because it's like a hot dog down the hallway. I needed extra flavor. I wanted to make sure she felt it.
I've heard everybody start saying that now, like a hot dog down a hallway. Where did that come from?
That's
Is
old
there some
school.
meme that I'm missing?
Wait. No, wait. Put a pin in that and remember it, because I didn't hear it, so I won't remember it. Suzanne said, okay, gang, I failed smoking. Now I need to leave YouTube for a week. See you in a week. No, why? Was there a bet going on? Oh my God, did Harlem bet you that you couldn't go a whole day without smoking, or you'd have to stay off YouTube for a week? Because I wouldn't have taken that bet. Screw that.
That's a bad bet. I know.
Yeah, that's a bad bet. Either way, you lose. If you go the 24 hours, that's a loss. If you go a week, that's another loss. No, girl.
Hey,
Did he
Suzanne.
get you while you were asleep?
Suzanne, he didn't say Rumble or X, so I'm sure we'll find out.
There you go.
He might have said the internet.
Nope.
He might have said the internet.
Like I'm putting on screen. YouTube.
No, he never. I just got nasty toward him. Aw. I mean, but quitting smoking does that to you. It's not really the chemicals. It's not the nicotine. It's none of it. It's the desire to do it. I always say I can quit anything if I want to. But if I don't want to, it's doomed to fail.
Yeah, I was telling some people earlier, it's like I drink caffeine and smoke my nicotine so I don't unalive nobody. You don't want to see me not caffeinated and not nicotine.
It's like, give me my vices or I choose violence. How about that?
That's why I don't tend to talk to people for the first hour and a half that I'm awake.
Yeah, no. Winning and I have that buffer zone when we wake up. It's like, are you awake? Not yet. Okay. Just let me know when you're awake.
My response when people text me right when I first wake up is, it's like, are you awake? And I'm like, only technically.
Mine is like I'm working my way toward being human. Like I'm almost human. Because I wake up just a feral freaking bobcat. Like I'm just, like, I will scratch everybody.
Up. My goodness, your children, they're like, I would have stand in the hallway around the corner and somehow you still managed to throw stuff and hit me.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Listen, lucky I didn't do it like that when they were little. My body, like the mom bod, was trained. There's a little person that's going to be holding your eyelid up in 4, 3, 2. What do you want? Like, what do you want? Why are you right in my face?
Well, I remember when I was tiny, we used to jump on my dad's tummy to wake him up. Oh, we were little demons.
Didn't do that. Did not do that.
Like we took a flying leap onto the couch and purposely land right on his stomach, and he was very nice about it.
Aw, Suzanne said, I have the patch and the gum's not working. The patch don't do crap.
No.
I mean, unless you're gonna like squeeze it out and drink it. But don't do that. That's a very bad thing to do. It's poisonous. Do not do that. Harlem just wanted me to quit, so I'm here longer. Aw, I mean, I understand that too. I got him soaked down to 5 cigarettes a day till I quit. There you go. Good negotiation skills. I'm proud of you. Now you smoke a cigarette halfway, and then as much as I hate it, you smoke the rest of it later.
They taste
Those are the
so
worst.
bad when you do that.
I know.
It's
but if you're quitting, like if you make your own, you could just roll half cigarettes and be like, look, it's just, I get 10 of them because they're only half.
I'm going to be the bad influence around here. Something's going to kill you. Why not make it something you enjoy?
Listen, everything in this world is set out to kill me at this point. So I might as well do the things that make me happy while I'm still here. Okay? Like, I mean, you can't have corn, you can't have sugar, you can't have bread, you can't have meat, you can't have, can't breathe, you can't drink the water. Like, come on. When I get to a world where you can't drink the water, everything's trying to kill you.
Yep. Well, since it's May the 4th, I guess. Yeah, it still is.
It is May the 4th.
It is.
I'm gonna play this. It'll probably end up having to get clipped. Maybe. So if I have to cut it out of the stream, this just jumps to the end where we're laughing.
No, we're not on Rumble.
Nope, it'll just be out. So, but yeah, we'll see. Anyways, yeah, here's a little.
I'll be watching the YouTube side.
We kind of been watching some of these lately. These are pretty good.
Love these.
Doesn't mind that people enjoy his stuff together. We'll put it on the big screen like that. So here's a little Star Wars humor. If it's the premise here is basically like if a bunch of the old Jedis had a YouTube channel, somebody was like shooting a YouTube channel for them, so they just like do reviews of the old movies.
I'd have come after you if you'd done that to me.
Just the voices and stuff.
Oh, piss off, DiCaprio.
Just help me save Padme's life. I can't live without her.
Anakin, why are you entrusting my midwifery to this 100 ciggies a day Michelin man-faced dude?
Bang on, Patters. What did you think he would help you with, Anakin?
Anyone could be a midwife these days, Obi-Wan. Don't be so sexist.
Achieve death is the power only one has achieved.
Oh, classic. Right? Before, he's all like, you need me. This is a sure thing. I will save your wife. And now you've bought the course, so results are not guaranteed.
Amount of courses I've bought, not a single one.
These are so good.
Day trading is just gambling for chumps.
I pledge myself to your teachings.
Why did you do it, Anakin? Something to do?
No, well, for Padme, I guess. And also,
This reminds me of the Red
not
Letter
acting
Media
in the Jedi
guys.
way, which I was told he would do. You mad at me?
Oh, I can't stay mad at you. Those little cheeks.
Powerful Sith you will become.
Oh, I don't know. I feel very conflicted right now. Don't know if I can get behind this new direction you're taking.
In what way are you conflicted?
I just feel like I backed him this far. It would be too embarrassing to stop backing him and say I was wrong the whole time.
What?
I'd rather just find some other way to explain away all his misdeeds and arbitrarily align
Hey,
them with
Wolfkinder, may the fourth be with you.
What's up, Wolfkinder?
What's up, Wolfkinder?
All the wolfies in the house.
Vader. Vader. As in Dutch for father. Darth Father.
Well, it was on his way to father.
Thanks for stopping by.
Master never married with lots of
Come hang out sometime.
What's that in Dutch?
No idea.
Wait, Vader. Ha, Anakin. He gave you the same name as my mug.
Huh?
The Jedi transpired here, they will kill us, along with all the senators.
That is not the Jedi way.
I agree.
Oh.
Being our friend, Obi-Wan Kenobi, is now an enemy of the Republic.
Unlucky Kenobi. Didn't say nothing about no dead Jedi.
Yeah, because you're no threat.
I could haunt him, really irritate him for a few years, until I got bored or he called the Ghostbusters.
Wow. Oh.
Hey, stop. What are you...
Oh, yeah, you could do that. That is very much an option that you haven't taken up yet.
What do you mean by that?
Do what must be done, Lord Vader.
Right, I'm gonna go get some snacks before the shops shut.
All right, okay, we'll pause it.
Nah, it's all right.
You really need to see this. Go get snacks after.
Fine. But I'll be in a bad mood. No matter what you play, I'll be in a bad mood.
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do?
Quiet. Nobody blames you.
I knew there was one in here somewhere. Yes. Oh, fine. For God's sake. Wasn't paying attention.
Oh my goodness.
The time has come. Execute Order 66.
God. Floppy on. Not you too. She's already dead. Little green old man.
Aww.
Popcorn head.
No platoon.
Popcorn head.
That one. My nuts are empty.
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do?
Anakin, no! That can't be him. He must have been controlled by Palpatine or the Force. Or
Shadows,
something.
you want to see this?
Deepfake sort of thing. Who knows what's real these days?
Fake. He definitely knew what he was doing. Look, they even stopped for a group photo.
Who trained him to do that?
Obi-Wan did. It was Obi-Wan.
Because you told me to.
I didn't tell you to teach him the youngling massacre moves.
I told him they were theoretical.
Well, at least if he got all of them, none of them can grow up to be like Siths or Third Sisters.
So you did kill the younglings.
Yeah. Why would I have lied about that?
Anakin kept saying you were jealous.
Oh, did he? Of what exactly, Anakin?
Padme, I told you that in confidence.
No, go on. What, Anakin? Of your broody, psychotic demeanor, or the way that you get a nosebleed every time you think
He
about
said you were
Sam.
jealous of how Qui-Gon upgraded Padawan from you in the blink of an eye. Also his metabolism.
Anyway, getting off track. Qui, notice how he's killing the younglings. Qui.
Don't focus on me.
Nobody blames you. Qui.
Yep.
Qui?
Hmm?
Qui.
What?
Qui, nobody blames you.
Yeah, obviously. They blame you, I presume.
What?
You trained him.
Because you told me to. You made me promise.
I didn't say teach him the YMNs. Keep us, Obi-Wan. Do you understand what theory means?
Yes, I understand what theory means.
I did him good.
Yeah, from a purely technical standpoint, the toddler trouncer was particularly well executed.
You know what? People do blame you.
Oh, here we go. Well, my delivery was dying to fate. He was some kid that I'd known for a week. You trained him for what, 20 years? Now I know why half the masses around here won't talk to me.
You are taking this too well. This is outrageous. It's unfair.
Oh, Obi-Wan, stop having a meltdown.
I'm not having a meltdown.
Old Obi-Wan Kenobi.
A little bit.
Yeah, don't melt down over there.
Meltdown, Anakin. From you. Seriously, bloody Anakin Sky Noble over there.
So, you mad at me?
Yes, I'm somewhat mad at you, but also with Obi-Wan. More so.
Grandmaster, where does anger lead?
Don't you fucking dare.
No, right, yeah, okay, yeah.
But I don't know if the anger is because I know Tesco's sent in 4 minutes.
Goodbye, Chewbacca.
That Wookiee called Sussy Baka.
Don't know. Still processing. Sir, no one could have survived that fall.
Oh, couldn't they?
We're sending you on coordinates. My mouth is what's the opposite of salty?
Sweet.
No, not sweet.
Alkali? It's not the opposite of salty.
Yeah, alkali. My mouth is like 9 on the pH scale.
Have you not had enough snacks?
I have not.
I heard there was an attack on the Jedi Temple. You can see the smoke from
Can you not smell the singed youngling flesh on him?
Well, yeah, now you say it. But he often smelled like that.
Wait a second, Rule. So it wasn't polio that got the young lady.
Nobody said anything about polio. You just said it and then assumed it as canon.
I have a damn good memory, Obi-Wan. It was you. You said the younglings all died of polio, and then you started saying there were too many sweet snacks and not enough salty. The ratios are all off. And that was me, wasn't it?
I came to see if you and the baby are safe.
Oh, the baby.
Memento
Watch out,
Mori, what's
Obi-Wan.
up?
That's
Hey, Memento, what's up?
The Jedi have tried to
Fourth
overthrow
you
the
were-
Republic.
Yeah, Ellie, I made my friend used to make egg whites at work in the microwave, and oh god, the ungodly smell.
Yeah, I know that.
At least it wasn't tuna fish.
Empathetic.
I saw Master Windu attempt to assassinate the Chancellor myself.
Assassinate, Anakin. Assassinate.
Yep.
It's you who's being asinine. I'm not being assassinate. Assassinate? I can't say it, but I'm not it.
We can only hope that he's remained loyal to the Chancellor.
Please, not you, Obi-Wan.
No. of
Yeah,
course
we're
not.
just kicking back,
Allegiance
Ellie.
to the Republic.
Wait, so which side is that?
You're right. It's confusing.
Yeah, we just.
Whichever side the wrinkly squid dude is on, I'm on the opposite.
Everything shouldn't be said, right?
Why? Would you like to try some healthy? Do you think maybe that you eat too many fried snacks?
What's happening?
How dare you?
Have you seen how much salt is in crisps?
Why are you? No. Is this because I sided with Anakin over the younglings? No, don't. I know I hurt you. No. Don't hurt me like I hurt you.
It's just hummus, quiet. It's chickpeas.
Gigi beans.
Not because of
Chickpeas aren't humorous. They're gross is what they are.
we just want you to stick around a little longer. We don't want you dying and having to call us from the Force netherworld.
You're fatter than me. You should give up.
Being self-righteous?
Yeah.
Coming from the youngest Fine. You try the celery, and I'll stop being self-righteous for a week. Wait, fatter?
1 week, Obi-Wan.
Things will be different, I promise.
Things would be very different post-Mustafar. Well, it wasn't wrong. Yes, well done. You were correct. Have a gold star.
Separatists have gathered on the Mustafar system.
Well, he is under a lot of stress.
Awesome, Ellie. I like making people make that face.
I mean, when do you ever feel helpful, you gold-plated walking Duolingo?
Well, then we must go.
Among
back.
others.
Okay.
If there are any stragglers, they will fall into the trap and be killed.
Disdain.
I feel like this should be bleeding obvious. And he calls himself wise.
Sometimes I think people just did assume he was a wise because of the way he looked. Actually, some of the stuff he came out with, genuine, bona fide moronic.
Moroccan.
He will take care of you.
What does he mean by that? You're going to change the sheets?
I'm not a housekeeper, Obi-Wan. I was going to take care of them.
Like a host. Or rub their bellies and tell them they're going to be okay. I think what I learned was it's not droids per se that I like killing. I just like killing things that are bad at defending themselves. Take it off and look at the TV.
Take it off,
My lightsaber, he was.
If you want to be treated like a master, take ownership like one.
My headache's coming
Oh, really?
back. I wanna go.
Glad you
Stay
posted
where
it
you
there.
are.
Even for me, this is unacceptable.
Who could have done
Do
this?
you, babe?
Yeah, when you watch it like this, it wasn't as clear from the first person.
You depend on my life. And let every star and the fall.
And the fool.
to begin with.
Yeah, also, you live by the hand electricals, you die by the hand electricals.
Oh, no. So this is Order 66, is it? Why didn't you warn me it was going to be this brutal?
I think I did. I definitely
Not a
hinted.
single warning. I feel like I'm going to die of a broken heart and come back as a Force ghost.
Well, try and hold on.
Voice goes good.
32 minutes.
Lord Sidious, promised us peace. The only one.
Yeah, Padme,
You're welcome, my darling.
they invaded my planet. We're gonna kill me.
Fair enough.
I've recalibrated the code, warning all surviving Jedi to stay away.
Look at me, Jocastanu. I'm messing around with your precious little archives.
That tickles me. I love it. That's all right, Ellie. You keep posting stuff, and if they don't like it, they could just go scratch. That's all.
You guys like this? Everybody out there in the crowd?
Love
You guys
those.
like that?
Hubby said I could donate. Nice.
Oh, cool.
That's awesome.
It depends on if you want to have any money left over for yourself or not.
Yeah. Yep. You could always do 2 donations, 2 smaller donations. It doesn't all have to rest on your shoulders. That's the thing. Like, where are all these big, like big contributors that they like sending in $100 super chats, $300 super chats? It's like, okay, where are they all when we're actually like fundraising for something worthy?
Yeah,
where's fun then?
Yeah, they'll pay him to drink and try to pass out or do something crazy on stream, but not to help ungag Trump from an unlawful gag order.
I feel you, Ellie. I do. But I've learned to be, a little more cautious now. I've given way too much money to people who didn't appreciate it. I've given way too much money to people who didn't need it and were just grifting and who screwed me over. So, you know what? At this point, thank you, sweetie.
Wait, a video played?
I'm a giver, but I'm not going to be anybody's like ATM. Like, get out of here. Like, I'm not the bank. I don't have it like that.
I accidentally spent $350 on super chats to Gosney the other night.
Why?
Whoops. Yeah. I didn't realize how much money I was spending until way later. It's fine. I'll be fine. I mean, it's not like I couldn't afford it. It's just like
Oh, nice. It's fine. I'll be fine. Good. Give it to the one who don't need it. That's great. Oh,
yeah,
Lord.
Yeah. That's the other thing this one too.
Oh my goodness. It was awful. It was
If I've almost accidentally hit the $50 one. I'm like, girl, you ain't Rockefeller. Tone it down. $5. No, not $50, $5. Like, just remember, we're on a fixed income and we've been eating ramen. Remember that, bitch. Like, you don't like them that much. Let's tone it down. Dial it back a little bit. Calm your tits. I've been there, T3, many times, learned my lesson, so I choose who I support carefully. Yep. Well, I'm having a fundraiser for plumbing. Yes, that's right. You're doing it on Stark of Iron. I believe May 10th is when you're doing it, if my memory serves correctly, which we all know that it's touch and go lately. But I believe it's May 10th. And stop by the stream on Monday if I have one. And yeah, you could drop the link there and remind them.
Holy cow, dude. He's proving a point here, and I like it.
That was.
It doesn't pay property tax. Thank you for the $50 super chat.
I did not say that as a prompt.
I am a Rockefeller. You sure are. Let's see. What can we do?
He's a Rockefeller. Not just a Rockefeller. He's a special branch. He's the Rockefeller.
Yep.
We have to go like let's see.
Gonna
all I don't pay property tax. Rolling down to Dallas, my wheels provide my palace. Off to New Orleans or who knows where. Places new and ladies too. I'm BJ McKay and this is my best friend Dan.
I don't know how you come up with those
Very
moves, man. They get that little chopping motion.
Very
Chopping,
nice.
that's a T-Rex right there. They say it. That's what
The
that's what they're calling it.
Sponsoring today's stream is T-Rex Tracking.
Yeah, he is the
Y'all
sponsor.
say thank you to T-Rex. We have manners. Can you tell us watching the lead attorney today?
We have manners down here.
Mm-hmm.
Manners. We have manners.
Okay.
I think everybody,
Here's a little.
I think everybody wants to hear you sing, though.
No.
Okay, just one part.
Good news, yeah, we're here to spread the word, bringing joy and love to each and every nerve. Positive vibes, that's what we're all about. Gonna lift you up when you're feeling down. Every day we're gonna make it bright. Good news coming your way. You're gonna smile no matter the day. Good news, turning it around in this crazy world. It's the good news of the week. Oh, 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 oh.
The Amish Cupid. That's what that reminds me of. He's an Amish Cupid. Like,
what's up, MLS? How you
hey,
doing,
what's
man?
up, MLS?
Hey, what's
you
up,
doing?
David? I refuse to call him the what his
Initials?
name is.
Handle?
Yeah, no. Hi, David.
That's strange coming from a trucker. Are you supposed to call everybody
Right.
by a handle?
Sure, I'll call him
Yeah.
MLS, but I'm not going to call him that thing at the end there.
Oh, God of Law.
Yeah, no, not happening. David
He's
and
too
I,
Catholic for that. He thinks he'll get struck by lightning.
David and some other folks from over from his network are we're doing a book club, and we had our first meeting last week, and it was a lot of fun. We're reading 1 second after. It's kind of like a post-apocalyptic novel where an atom bomb goes off, and not enough to like destroy the anything, but enough to EMP pulse the country, and so none of the electronics or any modern technology works like at all.
Yeah, it's the same time as when he does his book thing. There's a lot of streams out there, so everybody gets their pick. Everybody gets their
Is it a stream or are you guys just doing it in Discord?
It's just in Discord, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Is it just in Discord? Could have sworn I saw a link for it. Say it, Rexy. Say it. Say it.
No,
Say
David, no.
No, because he's afraid he's gonna die, go to heaven, and he's lived a good life, and God's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, oh great, check. Oh yeah, oh but you said God of law can't come in.
Well, not only that, but also
can't come in.
Farrell and Jamie would yell at me if I call them that.
Why? Why? What? I don't see anything wrong with it. It's like whatever.
It's funny. I actually do like if you go to his channel description, he has the
Mhm.
movie line, if you're a god, you say yes from Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but see, like me saying his thing with the Jersey accent, it sounds like he's got a law because he's got a law. He got a law.
You better get one.
Got a law. MLS
says,
got a law.
Winning. Do you have a Twitter/X, whatever it's called?
Yes, I do. Why?
What's the
Are we
handle?
asking that?
You winning reality.
Oh yeah.
It's at you winning. The letter U. Winning reality. Sad that I know it. Oh, he yells at me all the time because I promo all his shows, but I don't promo my own.
Yeah, I know you don't. I have to go and
I don't think about it because it's just self promotion is not something I'm good at. So it is what it is, man.
Start a little earlier.
I'd feel worse. Well, I mean, I'd feel worse if I promoted my show like I promote the hell out of it, and then nobody showed up anyway.
Happens.
Like, okay.
That's fine. I put my link to my streams that I do every quarter up on all the Discords, and I'll get like 6 people watching.
I'm one of them. I'm one of them.
Yes, you are.
I try to get to everybody's streams. They don't know I'm there,
nice.
but I go there. I give them like, however long I could keep them going in the background or whatever. I like them. Sometimes I share them out.
Yeah, if you want
at least I'm consistent.
Follow me on X, you'll see the trace remnants of my activist self there.
David also has his Lego Law channel that he posts on way more regularly than the God of Law channel.
Oh, all right. All I know is I saw this one when he was going through the whole, they took down my account thing, and he was like, I have the. I was like, all right, I'll go over there. Not a problem.
He did say that in I think after Dollywood or something, he may or may not start streaming. I don't know. He streams whenever he feels like it.
That's the way you should do it. You shouldn't feel obligated to stream because then it just becomes another job. I do this because I enjoy it because I like talking to the people. I like.
The best way to do that is not to set a schedule.
Listen, though. Listen. Sailboats are expensive. David has to fund his hobbies somehow.
I thought he was building a boat. What happened to that?
They're expensive.
They're expensive to build too, I bet.
Ellie said, have y'all seen the latest Alex Jones tweet? It came in within the last 15 minutes. I have not.
Where at? I'll go looking for it. I'll look for it.
Video of Bill Gates admitting to pushing out mRNA vaccines. Oh, can't watch that on YouTube. Can't watch that on YouTube. For every disease that doesn't currently have a quote unquote vac. Yeah, that'll never survive on here. YouTube will have that taken down in New York second. Not even a New York minute, which is really fast to begin with. Speaking of building a boat, I'm going to be streaming all day tomorrow on my third channel.
Take a look at it.
13-foot sailboat. That's amazing. That is amazing.
Wait, what is your third channel? I don't think I know about that.
He just had nothing to do one day. He was like, I'm just going to create a shitload of channels. Oh, God. That's one way to beat the algorithm. I mean, just log into all your accounts and watch your own stream. Be like, look, I got 497 people watching.
Wait, we're not supposed to do that?
Apparently not. I think that's, illegal or it's frowned upon. But whatever. Oh.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I see it now.
I don't get involved. This is one of the reasons I don't socialize. You know that. Because I'm just I walk into things and I go, Nope, not a conversation I want
Yeah,
to have.
I know, me too.
I'm just like, oh, I'm so peaceful and tranquil. Let me go say hi to everybody. Not gotta go.
People still come and tell us.
How many channels you got? You have a third. You have 3 channels.
Apparently.
So that's the one where you do hobby stuff.
And I'll post a link
Cool.
in my
Hey man, watch
Discord.
Elbow. That's good content. So that's good content. And people get into that.
Ellie fun. Oh goodness. It's funny.
That was fun. That was perfect timing.
Yep.
Like,
Perfect.
yeah.
It was.
So.
Yes. Let me guess, you have a question?
Nope. No questions.
You have no questions? Oh my God, the world really is ending.
I am at peace right now.
You're at peace? Is there a name for that? Is there an alcohol that you took for that or something? Because
no.
My third channel is Great Lakes Shipwrights. Oh, okay.
Oh.
And you do like what? Just like the boating stuff on there? Like you just restoring stuff or talking about like shipbuilding or stuff like that? Because that's interesting. I used to love to watch my uncle when he would work on the boat. I like when I watch him work on any kind of woodworking. It fascinates me. Just take this big plank of something and turn it into something gorgeous. It was just like, oh my goodness.
There's a whole genre of videos on YouTube of people doing that stuff. It's
Oh,
like an
yeah.
ASMR-y thing.
Oh yeah, I'll sit there and watch them make spindles all day long. Like,
Or
I'm just like, hey, God.
The coin pushing things, that's
Yeah, no.
oddly addicting.
Oh yeah, I've been
Yeah,
watching those for years.
I used to like playing them. I don't so much love watching them. Sometimes I do. I got to be in the mood. But as a
Some of them have
constant
gotten really
fan-
out of hand.
Yeah.
Or the
I
ones,
won $1 billion.
Yeah, I won $500 million on one push. Shut up.
$500 million buy-in, but man, they've really got it set up nice for us in here today.
Listen, I'm happy if you win like $5 or a teddy bear or something. Good for you. I'm happy. You want to watch? That's great. 500 million, go fuck yourself.
the
It's after
claw
2 hours.
machine guys are also pretty fun to watch.
My son is really good at that. I don't know, he watches them and he looks for patterns and he'll find like which like machines are more effective, which like move is more effective. And then he just walks her up and gets it in the first try and people they get mad. They get so mad at him. I'm like, I don't care. Those are earbuds. Go ahead. They're wireless earbuds. You're good. You got some Raycons? That's awesome. Just let's go. He always goes for like the really expensive ones. The ones that cost like $10 to do. And I just look at him like, really? That's my money. Like I spend the money, you get the gift. Something in this relationship don't work out for the two of us.
That's being a parent in a nutshell right there.
Yeah, well, more like being a parent in a nutcase. Kicking rocks is fun. I like skipping rocks. Anybody know how to skip rocks on the water? You ever do that?
I like skipping rocks. That's pretty fun. But you gotta find like the perfect one.
Oh yeah, that's half the fun is going looking for like the nice flat ones. I taught my son how to do it. I was doing it when we went camping with my mother and her husband for the weekend, just me and Connor. Katie was down in Florida. And I was doing it and he's watching, he goes, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm skipping rocks." And he was like, "That's not fun." I was like, "Come here, let me show you first of all what kind of rock." And he was like, "I'm not looking." "Oh, look, I found one." "Oh, look, I found one." "Oh, no, this one's no good. That's a piece of crap rock." And throw it to the side, hit my mother and be like, "Yes." And then he was like, "I don't see how this would be fun." 3 hours he stood there doing it. And I was just sitting in the chair like, yes, nap time. I was like, this is great. Like, I love this life. I just sat back and fished very quietly for 3 hours and he's just skipping rocks. He's like, this doesn't bother the fish. I don't care. I don't care. It's gonna be fine. I'm sure there's a stupid fish out there. But yeah, no, I love teaching him stuff. He's like, I didn't want to do that. And then he goes and he does it and he's like lost in it. And I'm like, oh, like, thank you. Something that isn't like electronic. It's great. Until we haven't had to evacuate, so that's good. I drove to town today and a friend of mine showed me a picture of the river. It almost touches the bridge. Oh my God. That sucks, Ellie. I'm so sorry. You're having shit for weather lately. Friggin' tornadoes and rivers overflowing, and Lord. It's funny because you were talking about the other night, you were talking about like heat and whatever. And I remember Dennis Miller did a comedy show. Like this was in the 80s. He did a stand-up and it was on HBO. And he was like, everybody keeps talking about this global warming thing. Like, I remember summers when I was little. It was hot. You know, like I don't see a huge difference. It's like I'm not stepping outside and my feet are stuck to the tarmac. You know, like no, like I can still walk on tar. When the streets start melting, then I think we got a problem. But I was like, yeah, when I was young, it
around
was
the
hot.
other way. It was hotter. I'm going to go on and say you now. It was hotter when I was younger than it is now.
It felt like it, but then again, we were outside all the time.
I'm just going to say it just to be contrary. But yeah. Because that's how everybody decides that global. It's like the same with the chemtrails. It's like people just decide that it's real based on what they think they remember from some time in their life.
But in perspective too, when you were young, you were outside running around. You know, you were outside for 12 hours with no water. You know, you're drinking water from the hose. You know, it was different.
Hold on, what's this now? Yeah, you can totally promote. Stop with this. I'm not gonna slay you here because he did. No, you said check out MLS's channel, right?
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Why,
girl, don't worry about it.
What did she take the wrong way? What was it? Why would she think
I don't know.
wrong? Okay, you're all good. Bye.
Yeah, no, none of us can figure out what you think you did wrong. Girl, stop.
I don't know what that is.
Take your wrench away. You stop that right now. God, I wish I had my Nick freaking thing. Stop it. Stop it.
What am I missing?
I have it on.
Whatever I'm missing
on Discord. Damn it.
Cool. All right. Speaking of which, have you guys seen this one? It's pretty good. JP. All right, here we go. Yeah.
Today, we have an exclusive interview with a gender expert because lots of people today, including children,
are
gender
confused
about gender. But today, we're going to clarify everything because our expert is out there educating people and children on how they should correctly think about gender. I'm so happy to introduce you to our expert. I'm sorry, my team didn't give it to me. What's your name?
I'm queer.
That's okay.
And I also identify as Oreophilic.
I don't know what that one is. Okay, queer. Tell us a little bit about yourself professionally.
By day,
I'm
a
you go.
psychotherapist specializing in transgender and gender non-binary issues, in LGBTQIA issues, and I have other intersecting identities as well.
I never would have guessed that.
All right, there you go.
So, what are you most passionate about teaching our kids?
Subscribe.
BDSM, non-monogamy, and sex workers.
And do you prefer to teach kids by day or by night?
By night.
Yes, I could imagine how teaching kids under the cover of darkness about gender nonconformity and sexuality is just helpful for them. Now, what makes you such a good educator for children?
I'm kinky.
You know, it took me forever to find the right pediatrician for my son, but I finally found one that's kinky. In your scientific endeavors, what have you found is the most common misconception in how people think about gender?
Common belief is that there are two distinct genders.
Seriously? People still believe there's only two? That's like saying the Earth only has two poles, or the Earth is round. Like, seriously, what do these people think?
If you unscrew the top of somebody's head, you'll see a brain that's pink or blue.
They think that's how you find out your gender? Like, that would break a kid's neck. I can't stand people that think that gender is binary. I mean, no valid science supports that. So tell us about trans people.
Transgender people, an error occurred, creating a brain and body mismatch that can only be rectified through hormones and surgeries.
Just the way God intended.
And that's pretty wonderful.
Now, you have purple hair, so it seems like you would know. How long have people been questioning gender?
The earliest known references we have to people questioning the immutability of gender actually go back to ancient Sumeria.
I already believe you. Say more.
Ancient Sumeria, of course.
Good night, Allie. Have a good one.
And another begins.
Good night, Allie.
For the life of me, I can't tell either. But like, how do you feel? Because you're someone out there educating children to bring clarity to their understanding of gender. So can you tell us through your research what kind of clarity you've come to about your own gender?
I feel female and male. I feel both and neither one.
That clarifies a lot.
And so many of the labels that we use in this area feel equally authentic and inauthentic.
I think you getting this message to confuse children out there brings a lot of clarity to their young, impressionable minds.
Now, I identify as trans and genderqueer.
It's been almost a minute since you already told us that.
To me, that means I like to play with gender. I like to problematize gender.
And that's how you solve problems about gender. You problematize it. And can you tell us more about your own transition journey?
Now, when I began my own transition, this was again about 4,000 years ago.
You don't look a day over 3,000 years old. Then what happened?
I combined genders, I crafted genders.
Crafted genders? I like that you just
Gender
made
crafting.
them up.
I considered how each one might
field.
aid or inhibit my personal growth.
Yeah, like whenever I'm competing in swimming, I find that being a woman really aids my personal growth.
I believe that gender can be a choice.
Exactly. You know how like gay people are really passionate about how they were born gay and that it's not a choice? So I can see how gender is definitely a choice. You're not born with your actual gender because it's a choice. So when people are looking to outsmart their God-given gender because they know better than God, what are some things they can do?
Medical interventions allow some of us to change our primary and secondary sex characteristics.
Nothing ever goes wrong with those procedures.
We have chest masculinization and breast augmentation.
Chest masculinization? I've never heard of. Oh, the cut off your tits procedure. Yeah, that is masculinizing.
Do we have to stick to penis and vagina norms?
I certainly hope not.
Can we have
Do we have
genitalia
to?
that look like flowers or abstract sculpture?
That's what I need to be me.
Can we have multiple? Can they be interchangeable? And what about other areas of the body?
Yes, that's what
Yes.
I've been saying. Like instead of an
Throw
arm,
them
how about a
everywhere.
giant penis? You know, like an arm penis. I think the future looks bright.
Now, there are many different visions of what a transhumanist future might look like. Some are very Eurocentric and Western and sort of proceed from a notion of a disembodied brain in a vat.
I want you talking to my children.
What I have learned is that the social norms we've been trained to follow are artificial.
I've always said that real genitals equal artificial social norms. Because you're the expert out there educating children on what gender is, I think it's important that people have a crystal clear definition of what gender actually is. So what is the definition of gender? This thing that we make life-altering decisions over.
And that gender is neither binary nor a spectrum, but a multidimensional amorphous construct that's difficult to describe even by metaphor.
The way you're describing gender is the way a lot of people describe God. But I guess it's just like a choose your own adventure on what you want to worship.
I'm queer, I'm kinky.
Yes, I remember. Now, this interview has been enlightening. It's been both confusing and clarifying, and also neither. Do you have any closing thoughts? And before you share them, why don't you go up on those steps back there by that ugly exit sign? It'll be more dramatic and authoritative.
Tolerate us? Accept us? You should revere us.
I will revere you because you demanded it. You deserve it. I'll be honest.
There you have it.
That was great. To be honest, you're describing gender as most people describe God.
Oh, it's funny because it's true.
Yeah.
I got a new one too.
Ooh,
This one's kind of timely. This one's timely.
If you're going to be taking part in pro-Palestine protests, it's essential that you wear a mask. And nobody does it better than us with our I'm definitely not a criminal. This is just for COVID masks. Available in terrorist, black, and military
Hey Thomas,
jihad.
how you doing?
Perfect for all your
Not
on-campus
much at all.
pro-Palestine needs.
Hanging out.
While you're wearing the American flag while screaming death to the Jews, we know that you don't want to conceal your identity, but you kind of have to if you're concerned about COVID. Now, don't you? As you can tell, our masks work by fitting directly onto your face. I demand change. We know that if you don't hatefully and destructively protest at your university, then your college administration will never exercise their jurisdiction over Gaza to end the war. We're glad you're doing it. It makes sense. We just want you to be safe while you do it. I could not even tell it was you. Now take a look at these side-by-side photos of a typical pro-Palestine protester, and you can clearly see that the one on the right is far more protected from COVID, thanks to our masks. Now, when you're on campus at your Gaza encampment, beating people over the head with weapons because they're trying to come onto property that you already rightfully claimed as your own, you'll definitely want to be COVID safe at such times. If you're not wearing one of our "I'm not a criminal, this is just for COVID" masks when you're taking over a college building with the rest of the mob, spraying graffiti on the wall and holding janitors hostage, you might just catch COVID, which could result in jail time. Now, you're going to want a mask that keeps you comfortable while you're making Jews uncomfortable. That's why we only use soft-to-the-touch fabrics with our masks. If you're an elite student at an Ivy League school, role-playing as though you're an actual oppressed person in Gaza, making demands that your school end the suffering that they're inflicting on you as though they're Israel, then you better wear a mask. Because if mommy and daddy were to see any of the barbaric footage of you, they might stop paying your $80,000 a year tuition and giving you a $3,000 a month stipend. In any intense situation, the group of people not wearing masks is usually in the wrong. Don't be one of them. Statistically speaking, masks lessen the chances of criminals being caught, and they lessen the chances of COVID being caught by you. That's definitely why we do what we do. And we know that catching COVID is what you're concerned about while you're taking part in a hostile takeover of your dean's office. Now, what do you do at a protest if the cops catch you and take your mask off? Take Awaken CBD to calm down because you're going to jail. Despite the chaos, I feel so relaxed right now. Get yours at awakencbd.com. Try running a barricade where you're checking wristbands to make sure no Jews get in without wearing a mask. History might look back at that footage and see that it was you, because you weren't protected from COVID. If you're a white person, you know that beating people mercilessly will help end the oppression of your people in Palestine. Now picture this. You're forming a human barricade to stop Jewish students from getting to their class. The last thing you'd want is for your children and grandchildren to one day see that footage, because you don't want them to know how good of a person you are. But by properly masking, you won't have to worry about that. Our masks are the best in class at protecting you from COVID while you're breaking windows. We know that you're not a radicalized criminal. You're just expressing your lifelong passion for Palestine that you've had since October 7th. And yeah, you might need to destroy some things and hurt some people in the process, so you better wear a mask. When it comes to beatings, we know that the more merciless, the better for bringing about peace. That's why our pro-Palestine protective masks come with a "won't come off your face no matter how hard you swing" guarantee. Still on. Consider this Jewish girl who went to the hospital after being beaten unconscious by pro-Palestine protesters like you. None of their masks came off thanks to our patented head-hugging elastic technology, concealing your identity so you're protected from COVID while you're instructed on how to do hand-to-hand combat on campus by your trusted peaceful protest leader is a must, and we can help. It's an election year, and if you're a protester, you're taking part in the new BLM. But also remember, because it's an election year, we also do masks. Yeah, cops, go get them. Yeah. Our masks are versatile too. One day you can be at a Trans for Palestine protest at the University of Texas and no one's gonna know it's you. And the next day you can be a trans in Palestine and hope nobody knows it's you. Well, our masks will at least give you a shot at being protected from the strain of COVID that wants to throw you off rooftops over there. If you care about Palestine so much that you're taking payments to go protest and heighten the intensity of the crowd, you're not gonna wanna show up with your face pants down. Because COVID is a pro-Israel, anti-Palestine kind of virus. Our masks will help you show up and wish death to those who you believe deserve it while looking exactly like Hamas. And that's something you can be proud of. But you won't be proud of it unless people don't know it's you. That's just one of the many benefits that our masks deliver to you. Don't miss out. Get your "I'm not a criminal, this is just for COVID" mask today.
There you have it. Yeah, Mark Hamill decided to like really disgrace this day. I mean, we all know he's turned to the dark side. It's very obvious. He said when he said that cringe joke, yeah, but you see, the dark side clouds everything, and he just never really learned that. He was kind of just like, he was kind of raised in a hurry, and he didn't get his proper training. And it's a shame. It's a shame that he's gone insane, driven crazy by the dark side.
Yeah,
Assumed he is. I was like, it's so bad. It's gotten so bad that he confused Palpatine with Kenobi, and it's just like, once you get that far, it's pretty much done.
Hey, Wedding, have you ever seen the original 1977 release of Star Wars, like without all the edits that were made by Lucas later on?
Yeah, when I saw it in the theaters. as a kid when it first came out.
I know. I've been trying really hard to find a copy of the original release, like without all the edits, but
the edits are better. The edits are fine.
I don't know. I mean, Han shot first though. Like that's the whole thing, and then they went back and changed it. But you know, it is what it is. The only way you can find the original release without the edits is apparently on
Suzanne has seen it 22 times.
I can't watch it. I can't bring myself to watch it. No, I can't. Mark Hamill? The Mark Hamill thing. I can't.
Yes.
I can't do it. It breaks my heart to see him say this bullshit.
Oh my goodness! You know, he's gunning for Korean Pierre's job.
Mm-hmm.
For whose job?
For Jean Corinne Pierre, whatever her name is, the press secretary.
Diversity hire.
The diversity hire. Yes.
That's what she is.
I think she.
Supposedly, they even tried to fire her. What, T-Rex?
I said, supposedly she even admitted that she knows that she was a diversity hire.
I mean, listen to her. She has no idea. And she gets so nasty with the reporters. It's like they're asking you a legitimate question. Just because you don't want to give them the answer doesn't mean they're wrong.
For whatever Jin Saki was, somehow she was better than Pierre, which is impressive. Because she never circled back to anything she said we'd circle back to. I'm still waiting. She could do it anytime. She is on CNN. Oh, nobody liked my joke? Okay, fine.
Sorry, T-Rex. I had a zoning moment. Sorry. Memento Mori said, has Hamill gone left hard? Oh, yeah, fully. He always was.
He's bad, dude.
But now he's like showing up at press conferences and shit.
He's done been crazy, though, forever.
Yeah. Yep. And he kind of lost his ability to act, too, if he even really had one. He was just right place, right time guy.
He went crazier than George Michael, and that's saying something.
Don't speak ill of the dead. It took me a minute. I'm like, wait, which one died? Was it Boy George or George Michael? No, it was George Michael. That's right.
I'm not speaking ill of the dead. The dude just went a little crazy. That's fine.
I mean, he was always crazy. It's gotta suck to have to wear those shorts. Those are some tight shorts. You ever saw the Wham video?
To do when you go to an X-rated movie? Come on now.
I got erased from the Wham video. It's the Wham video. The everybody's seen a Wham video.
You know, Suzanne, my dad tried to go get that record. He did not have enough money to get the record. I think the record was somebody went and saw it like 12 times in one weekend.
I mean, I love Star Wars, but I'm not going to go to a movie theater for 12 things. No, Boy George is alive and well, and he just looks like a big fat potato now. I saw a picture of him yesterday. They were like, hey, do you know who this is? I was like, how do you not know who that is? The eye makeup alone should tell you. Like, hello.
This Karma Chameleon is a great scene. That's the only one I know from Boy George.
He's talking about George Michaels.
No, George Michael is Faith, father figure. What's the other one?
Wake Me Up.
The sex one. Wake Me Up Before You Go. Careless Whisper.
That's the one, yeah.
Which one? Faith. What else is there? I Want Your Sex. That's the name of it. Oh my God, that came on MTV. I was down the shore the very first time it played. And I'm watching MTV. I'm like 12, 13 years old. And my aunts walk in. What are you watching? I was like, jeez. Because we weren't even allowed to say the word. You didn't say the word sex in my house. You spelled it. Oh, they were having SEX. I was 19 years old going, oh, they were having SEX. My grandpa was like, really? Still? You're still? I was like, you trained me well. You trained me well. I was going to say he was Luke Skywalker back then, so why was it his only acting role? I mean, he was in other acting roles, but thing is, he is an iconic. He was the iconic role. So I mean, that's what everybody sees him as the first time they see him.
Yeah, it's kind of like Hugh Laurie with Dr. House and Topher Grace with his character in that 70s show. They kind of got locked in and can't do much anymore.
Yeah, well, I mean, Hugh Laurie never really did anything great on his own. It was always him and Stephen Fry because they were Fry and Laurie. You know, it was like, you know, Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis and stuff like that, like Laurel and Hardy. They were always together. Now, see, Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis, they had enough talent. They could go off on their own and be great. But again, they still glommed onto, well, Jerry Lewis did it by himself, but Dean Martin, I mean, he had Frank Sinatra. He had, you know, Sammy Davis Jr. So he had friends to help him. But Luke Skywalker, he was in The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia. I loved him in that. Nobody that I know has seen that movie. That's got like a very, very young Dennis Quaid singing. It's got a very young Christy McNichol. It's got a very, very young Mark Hamill. And it's such a good movie. And it's people like, I've never even heard of it. Oh, how did you not hear that? Like, I love that movie. It's one of my top 3. Like, it's just, I love that movie. But could he act in it? No. Like the act, it was such a good movie because it was like, oh, but he was terrible. He was terrible.
You even gotta admit that Mark Hamill, even as Skywalker, not the best job acting I've ever seen.
No, he's really. I mean, if you saw him even like in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, he plays the cock knocker. And first of all, most of the people I know are like, that's not Luke Skywalker. I'm like, that's Mark Hamill. No, it's not. Mark Hamill doesn't look like. Yes, he does. Like, don't tell me that's not Mark Hamill. I could have told you by the voice alone. But it was a terrible actor. Like, he hammed it up so much. He's a fantastic voice actor, but like, other than Luke Skywalker, he wasn't that great. And even as Luke, I don't know that it was him or if it was just the storyline. Because we really fell in love with the storyline. Look at Carrie Fisher. She was switching accents like crazy. I'm like, bitch, pick one. Are you British? Are you Southern? Like, what are you?
She was trying to throw him off, you know? She was trying to throw him off. She's clever.
She used 3 accents in one sentence. I was like, oh, come on.
I mean, that's thinking ahead. It takes talent to do that.
That's definitely. You're just sitting here like,
that's her force power.
With, Lucas.
You just didn't know it back then.
I didn't hear what T-Rex said. What did you say about Lucas?
No, I just said that's the take you took.
I mean, well, that's the one he went with. That's what surprises me. Because it's like this man was known for doing like 900 takes until it was perfect. And that's the one he went with? Really? Oh, okay.
And then Disney, you know, all mocked it up.
I know. But we watched Tales of the Empire. It was good. I mean, it wasn't like a fine thing.
I enjoyed it. Yeah.
The best Disney Star Wars movie was Rogue One. I really liked Rogue One.
There is a breaking news from Tales of the Empire. If you guys did not know, Max Mira and me and Kopi have gone anime. They have their own Star Wars episode.
Oh.
Yeah, they're really branching out from their early days. Of course, they got their start here on the channel in the Lawtainment universe. Lawtainment was a weird series, and they were in that band Tokyo Grift, and then Cringe Van, and then
Cringe Van Ride.
Yep. And they have
their
career just keeps going up and up, and now they've broken into the Star Wars universe. And I mean, Max already broke into the Marvels, in the MCU. I mean, he was, or Boris, from the Loki series. He basically stole the show. You know,
Ouroboros was really one of the main.
I have a.
It's been such a joy to make this. I just can't wait for the audience to know more about him. He's smart. He's funny. Do you think this is a higher priority than preventing a temporal meltdown?
Probably not.
To do the victory dance.
See, that's a little. That's that wasn't the actual movie. That was on set. This footage from on set.
Suzanne, the Rat Pack was Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Joey. What the hell was his name? God, there was the one that married into the Kennedys, Peter Lawford, and Joey. Oh my God. The thing is, Joey was really funny. He got like the least amount of acknowledgement. God damn it! Now I'm gonna look it up. Joey Bishop. There you go. But yeah, no, they had their girls. They had like Angie Dickinson. They had Raquel Welch hung out with them. Marilyn Monroe, Shirley MacLaine. Like they had their good time girls that were always there.
Shirley MacLaine.
Jerry Lee Lewis. No, that's Great Balls of Fire. You shake my nerves and you rattle my brains. That one. That's Jerry Lee Lewis. Jerry Lewis is more, hi guys. Like, what are you doing, guys? Like, he's just.
Did you use that song on one of the intros you made winning?
Did I do what?
Didn't you use Great Balls of Fire in one of the intros you made for somebody?
No.
Doubt it. I'd remember that. I love me some Jerry Lee Lewis. What are you, crazy? High School Confidential. That was a great song. Whole lot of shaking going on. Another great song. I loved his music. I wasn't a fan of him wedding his 13-year-old cousin, but can't have everything.
Suzanne says there was a Kennedy that was in the Rat Pack.
Yeah, no, Peter Lawford married one of the Kennedy daughters. So he married one of the sisters, one of John F. Kennedy's sisters. And Frank Sinatra was the one who went to the Chicago mob and got the Illinois vote for the Kennedys. And then the Kennedys went after the mob. So that's not how you pay them back. It's not how you pay them back. And then they're like, oh, he got, there were club owners down in Dallas that were involved. They were involved in the mafia. They were against Kennedy. I wonder why. I mean, I wonder why. Why would they be suspect? Because he stabbed them in the back. Literally.
Speaking of music, what about MC 900 Foot Jesus? Anyone remember that song, Truth is Out of Style?
I do not remember MC 900 Foot Jesus.
Yep, no. I don't either.
No,
what is that?
Sing some of it. Sing some of it for us.
I was reading Thomas Anderson's comment.
Oh. Well, Thomas, sing some of it for us.
I don't know it, so I can't.
Suzanne, you're missing Peter Lawford and Joey Bishop. Those are the two you're missing.
I love big band music. I follow this guy.
I do too. I do too.
Follow this guy on YouTube. I cannot remember his name right now, but he's like single-handedly bringing back the genre. He's like pretty big on YouTube and TikTok, and he's like single-handedly bringing back big band music to like the younger generations, like the Gen Zs and the Gen Alphas.
I mean, why shouldn't they get into that? I think they should get into swing music. Swing music is just lively. I love to dance that stuff. I wish I could right now.
Disco to come back. Disco. There's a really popular disco style song that comes
disco is hell on the knees.
I mean, there was a disco style song that came out a few years ago that was pretty popular. I can't remember what it was now.
Shut Up and Dance with Me.
Yeah. By Walk the Moon. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
There's one that comes out every couple.
See, there's some things I know. Some things I can guess. Yeah, no, that was one of our many raid songs. My friend Ryan used to play it in the car like incessantly. He was like, "You like this?" I was like, "I did." Like, now I want to smash your radio.
Thomas Anderson says about the MC 900-foot Jesus. He says the end of the song line is, "But I could not go to work because Bigfoot stole my car."
Pixar didn't happen, and they better not be blurry.
Do you guys remember
Wolfram? I love that song. Yes,
Yeah, you do.
Yes, go duck. Got to have it, mama. I love that song.
You remember like a few months ago when there was that whole like alien in Miami thing, and that
Yeah,
everybody just stopped talking about it because it was really dumb.
And yet here we are.
I just like reminding people that we talked about that for like 2 days.
The cat decided he didn't want to be famous. He's like, "Oh no, I messed up." He thought he was gonna get on the grift. He realized he didn't want to be part of the grift. No.
Yeah, Suzanne, that Kennedy thing was Sammy Davis Jr. Yeah, it was because Sammy Davis Jr. married a white woman, and it didn't go over well with the Kennedys. They didn't want him to be involved in their campaign anymore, so they turned their back on Frank Sinatra. And after he got them elected, and went with for the celebration, Bing Crosby, and that was like you don't do that to Frank Sinatra. That was like the one person who was like on his level. That was a huge slap in the face.
Wait, I didn't.
So the
know
Kennedys
Bing
turned their back on Sinatra and on Davis.
I didn't know Bing
because of that, Dean Martin turned his back on them because he was loyal to Sammy.
I had no
The rest of
idea
them
that Bing
were
Crosby and Frank Sinatra didn't like each other.
They didn't.
I had no idea.
They would perform together, but they didn't like one another.
That's crazy.
Winning.
A big Vietnam, it has the juice. I can't imagine a more beautiful thing. It's cold. I can tell you all about it. I mean, look at this swing. Gonna try that amazing thing.
Oh, thank you for the gifted membership, Mimsy, and welcome Patty Swell to the winner circle. Hope you will come and join us.
Welcome. Thank you, Mims. Very
Thank
sweet.
you so much. Absolutely.
Very sweet.
Mimsy's such a sweetheart.
She is.
Absolutely.
She is. We have the best chatters. We do. I didn't like your stupid car because it don't come from Korea. But I remember in the 80s, there were all those movies about like factory workers, how factories were getting shut down and everything was getting like outsourced. And first they would bring in like Korean, Japanese, Chinese to like come run them. And that it was like, what was that? There was that one, Take This Job and Shove It. That was a popular theme in the 80s. Very popular theme.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knew that song. There were two job songs. If you got to have a job if you want to be with me. That was one of them. And the other one was Take This Job and Shove It. I love that song. Take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. That was such a good song. You used to walk around work just humming it every time you got pissed off. You're like, like, I know that song. Shut up. No, you don't. I didn't say anything. I was just humming. Can't get mad. I won't charge you for this thing. When your whole life starts to turn around, you'll know who to thank. Okay. These are the words? Alrighty. I won't charge you for this tip. Yeah, I've had to pay for many tips in my life. Just saying. It's the plight of a woman. It is. Tips are nothing but trouble. They're part of the lyrics. I mean, I'll apply it to anything. It doesn't really matter. I can take it completely out of context. I'm very good at that. Very good at that. Anyway. Where'd T-Rex go? Too quiet.
What about me?
Good night, MLS. Have fun.
Yeah, thanks for being here, man. Appreciate it. You have a great night.
Keep well.
And have fun building that boat, man.
Hell yeah. Good luck with that.
I subscribe.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
I did too. I subscribed. So you
There
have
you
a
go.
couple more on there. Guys, make sure you check that out if you can, please. We appreciate it. We do cross promotion for everybody on here. So feel free.
Absolutely.
I wonder if anybody has questions. You guys have questions that you've always wanted to ask? If so, and ask them now. I'm not saying we'll answer them, but you should ask them.
The T-Rex will answer anything.
There you go.
Crap. All right, let's go. Let's do it.
Ooh. AMA.
Ask me anything.
Oh. I think he came out of it.
You wait forever.
Let's go.
You wait forever.
I love the Humpty dance. Oh my goodness. Come on. And I think of Nick when I sing it because he's like, in the 69, my Humpty nose will tickle your rear. I'm like, I can see him being proud of that. I can see him. Oh, I want you, if you ever did a deep fake with just Nick's face on Humpty, oh, that would be so funny. That would be hilarious.
I'm gonna have to
That
try
would
that
be
out.
good. That one section. My nose is big. Yes, it is. Oh, come on. Y'all know in your brain you're trying to pull up the video and you're like, can Nick do? Yeah, Nick would do that. Oh my God. He totally would. I want to see him in that suit, though, that like yellow suit the dude wears. I think that'd be hilarious. You've infected my brain, Winning. It ain't fair.
I know.
I never used to do that shit. Now I watch something. I'm like, you know who'd be good in that? Do that. Sucks.
Nobody wants to ask me a question. Come on, chat.
Go ahead, ask him anything. I ain't ashamed. My nose is big.
Reason.
I know you guys got
Angry Conservative. How you doing, hon?
Hey, Angry, what's up, man? How you doing?
Boobies. I demand boobies.
Oh, there you go. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Remember, chats do get super chat.
Oh my.
All right. Thank you for being a member for 1 month. Angry Conservative. He knows what's up. He's got that.
Yeah, that chicken noise at the end is nice. That chicken noise at the end, that sounds like somebody motorboating and having fun with it. It does. Just saying, if you want to laugh and some fun.
I wonder if that's why it's there.
Maybe. I don't know. That's not the noise I make when I do it, but whatever.
I'm sure it has a Jersey accent.
Not everything I do has a Jersey accent. I could be quiet without an accent.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure you just sit there being quiet, still looking all Jersey.
Let's see.
Yeah, no, because everything I just called you in my head, T-Rex, had a Jersey accent. So yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Angry Conservative. Suzanne will DM you with the info. All right.
Suzanne's a member for 6 months. Yeah.
6 months.
Oh,
Thank
girl.
you, Suzanne.
I love it. I love it. I want some more of it. If I haven't said that before in my life, Jesus. No one remembers that gotta potty bite. Gotta potty. No, I remember the commercial. Gotta go right now. I remember that one. I don't remember a song about gotta potty.
What is going on anymore? I'm so confused.
I don't know. Let me tell you something. I sang so many songs in the 80s that I didn't understand what I was singing. There was a song called Doing the Butt. And we just thought it was about bouncing your butt up and down. So that's what we did. No, that wasn't what the song was about. It really was not. Nope. Nope, really wasn't. More than words. I was like, oh, he wants her to show him. Like, that's not what he's saying. He's not saying love me in actions, buy me chocolate or what. He's saying screw me so I know you love me. Like, that's what he's saying. You don't have to tell me you love me. We could just have sex and I'll know. I'll just know. I was like, that took the romance right out of that song. It was just like, oh, all right. No, the whole song is about using the toilet and then realizing there's no toilet paper. Oh, that's the worst, by the way. Just so you know, especially if you're a girl. I mean, it's the worst. You're just like, all right, now I have to sit here till I die. You try to train the cat. You're like, go open the closet. Go. You know that thing you like to tear apart? I need another roll of that because of you. Thank you very much. Can you get one? They just look at you like, no. It was 1985, so everybody was doing something it's called mescaline. That's what it's called. That's what they were doing in 1985. In fact, Quaaludes might have still been around. It might have been like their last jaunt. They went off the market just as I hit my teen years. I was like, damn it. Because I know my father loved those.
More on the way there.
Oh, God, angry. He said, thank God I was only 4 in 1985. I don't need your negativity. I was 11, so not that bad. I wasn't a teenager yet. I still was short. Not like being a teenager, made me tall.
I was going to say, as opposed to now?
Listen, I am not short. I'm compact. I'm just made to fit in smaller areas. That's all. Like I'm the non-duck variety. Okay. Listen, God knew that I didn't watch where I was going and that I wouldn't throughout my entire life. So he made me short so I don't get hit in the head a lot. You never have to say, Shelly, look out. That low branch is going to get never. You never have to warn me about that. I just walk right under it. That was the best part about being like a really short kid. I could duck under the kitchen table and get away from my grandmother and the spoon. It was great. She'd be like, you're not going to be short forever. Really? Yeah, judging by our family? Probably will.
But then you just get harder.
No, she'd be tired by the time she caught me. Listen, I didn't run away for many reasons, but like if you're chasing me to pull my tooth out and I know it's going to hurt, gotta go. You ain't not catching me.
All right, TRX, you got your question. Would you rather be Optimus Prime or T-Rex?
Let's
see what you did there.
Okay, no los dos.
Hold on.
I'm not saying it in Spanish.
It says, why not both? Like, have you never seen the Transformers? They were dinosaurs at one point. You could be both.
All right, there you have your answer. You can be both. You be both.
I feel like that was a cop out. I feel like that was a cop out. I do.
Be a T-Rex, obviously.
Aw, that's right. You be true to you and your little arms.
Short little arms with magic fingers.
You say that, but I mean, if you're the only one saying it, then it doesn't really make it true.
I'm the one who said it.
Oh, who said it?
I don't kiss and tell, Shelly, not in public.
Oh, please. You kiss and skywrite it. Shut up. Like, I'm sorry, chemtrails. No, T-Rex got laid. That's all that is. It's the leftover of him skywriting. I did it. Listen, and now I gotta quit it.
Oh no.
Mr. Hit It and Quit It. He's got to go to, I want you to go to Dollywood with that t-shirt. Call me. They call me Mr. Hit It and Quit It. They call me
Make
Mr.
that shirt and send
Pig.
it to me. I will wear it. I have no
I'm broke.
shame.
You're the one with money. Friggin' make it yourself. Jeez.
That sounds like
I
a
gotta
lot
do
of work.
everything.
I have money,
What am I,
but
your
I'm
mother?
lazy.
No. No.
What? No, I'm lazy? I'm not lazy. I'm pretty damn lazy. I drive.
I didn't say you weren't lazy. I said, no, I'm not doing it. Like, if you want that t-shirt, you know, I'm pretty sure you could get it on your own.
That sounds like a lot of work, and I'm not going to do that. I went to Dick's Sporting Goods today, right?
We're doomed.
I got a pack of underwear, one t-shirt, one pair
You got
of shorts.
underwear in Dick's.
Listen. But it cost $100 for
Why?
underwear,
Does it
a pair of
freaking get you
shorts.
off?
Because you got the silk bikini kind.
I don't know why a pair of shorts.
Yeah, silk bikini is like leopard
t-shirt,
stripes
and a
and
pack of underwear.
leopard
Oh my
spots.
goodness.
Tiger stripes.
Thank you. Thank you for that visual winning.
It's
Oh
ridiculous.
God! Now I'm picturing him in tiger stripes. Nah, stop it.
No.
Oh, you're
And
welcome,
then
Shelly.
There you go. Now, if you're, just imagine him in that outfit doing that dance.
Okay, but those are specialty shorts, and they weren't even $100. Like they're specialty Santa shorts. What kind of
No, I'm
shorts
talking
did you
about
buy? Do they have
imagine
a
him
growth
in his new
hormone?
underwear, his new silk underwear.
Oh,
All three of these things together cost $100, $99.67. It was ridiculous. I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah.
But also, you're welcome,
Yay.
Shelly. I'm sure that visual was the best thing you've imagined all day.
I'm not gonna lie, it was amusing as shit. Because you're like sitting back in the truck with like your feet up on the steering wheel with the dog in the passenger seat with your like, you know, tiger stripe underwear going, wow. Send me a link now. Go ahead, I'm ready.
Funny thing is that I actually am sitting here, fully clothed, with my feet up on the steering wheel, and the dog's actually in the passenger seat.
But we've established I always know what you're going to do before you do it.
It's not always, Shelly, not always.
Whatever. Are you not the person who told me you hate that I know you better than you know yourself the other night?
Listen.
Mister, I'm not. I'm like, you'll do it.
Do you know how tired
You did it.
I am of telling all of these women in my life that you're right? It's really frustrating and pains me every time I do it.
I told you I tried teaching my ex-husband this. Just say Shelly is always right. We'll get along just fine. Life will be easier for you. It'll be easier for me. But no, somebody was born contrary. So
Listen,
okay.
Listen, at least I'm not as contrary as some other streamers we know. Cough, cough, Nick Ricada.
Nick doesn't disagree with me. He wouldn't dare.
He just does the opposite of whatever the
He would not dare.
Suggest he do.
No. Nick can tell my tone through text. And I'm like, who are you talking to? And he's like, no, I misspoke.
I mean, oh, yes, Thomas, that would have been better. Send me a link. I'm ready right meow.
Right meow. Who's been a good kitty? I have.
Oh, no. I'm not going that far.
You don't want to be a furry? Listen, my daughter loves those damn onesies, you know, the one piece footy pajamas and everything that have like, you know, they're different themes. There's like a shark, there's all sorts of stuff. They're fun. Well, my daughter, you know, she's in her 20s. She still loves them. And I'm like, the last time she asked me for one for Christmas, I looked at her. I said, do we have a problem that we need to talk about? And my son heard from the room, and all I heard was him fall off the bed hysterical because he knew exactly what we were doing. And she was like, what do you mean? She was completely clueless. I was like, do you know what a furry is? And she was like, oh, what? And that was it. That was all for my son. He was done. He was like, Katie's a furry. Oh my God. Like, he was dead. He was just dead to the world. And she had no idea what it was. I was like, okay, so there are people who like to dress up. She was like, yeah, no, that's not me. She was like, this is not a fetish thing. She was like, it's not a, a male female thing. She was like, because she won't say sex thing. And I'm like, oh, all right. She was like, no, they're warm. I'm like, okay, how about I buy you a blanket? Like, would that be better? Because I don't want to go into any site, even Amazon, and be like, look up tiger onesie size. Oh, I don't know, extra large because she's tall. Like, no, that's not a good look. It's not a good look. Nick is still not a Texan. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, no, I think of him as a Minnesotan. I do. I don't think of him as a Texan. I know that he says he's from Texas, but I'm like, yeah, no, Minnesota infected you. You've been infected with the Minnesota virus. I was married to one, so I would know the signs. Yeah, I agree. He's not a Texan. But I would love it if he'd do a stream in a cowboy hat. That would be hilarious. He has the Pope hat. Why doesn't he have a Texas hat, like a cowboy hat? A Texas hat. Look at me. Use your words.
Texas hat. Wow.
There you go. Listen, the brain degen is real. Okay. The struggle is real. I've just been making up vocabulary words all along. Like, people are like, she knows a lot of words. I'm just making them up as I go along. Like, you don't know. Like, she's so educated. Mm-hmm. Sure.
English is better than y'all's is.
Wait, isn't Jeremy of the Quartering Minnesotan? No.
Minnesotan.
No, he's from Tennessee, isn't he? Oh, no, he's from...
No, I don't think so.
Is he in Michigan?
No, I think he's from one of those, like Minnesota, Wisconsin.
He's not in Minnesota. He's either in Wisconsin or Michigan.
He does the you betcha thing that they do out there. Oh,
Wisconsin, yeah. Angry conservative and Wolfram said he's from Wisconsin. Yeah, that tracks. But Minnesota, no. You got to be a little special to be from Minnesota. Not gonna lie. Like, it's just
what type of special?
Like that kind of special. Like that kind of special.
Whoa.
I told you my ex-husband argued with somebody on Twitter about the Fannie Willis thing, that they were like, oh, nobody has cash like that laying around. And he was like, what do you mean nobody? He was like, do you want to know about the amount of times I've had thousands of cash laying around? I bought a car outright with cash. You know how I got that cash? Blood, sweat, and tears. And I'm sitting there fuming. I was on the phone with him going, you lying mother. I was like, yeah, you had cash. Mine. I was like, my blood, sweat, and tears. My inheritance. Like, yeah, you had cash because you were sitting on your ass doing nothing. Oh, I was so mad. So mad. I was like, and he was like, don't do it. I was like, I'm not. But I could totally blow his shit up, make him look like such a fool. But he made himself look like that anyway. The guy was like, you sound like a douche tard. I was like, yes, and I friended the guy. I was like, I like him. I was like, I'll follow him. He earned it. He strikes me as someone who would call a donut whipping shitties. What? What's a whipping shitty? Do I want to know what that is? Where'd everybody go? The hell?
I don't know.
Or rather doing donuts on the road. Yes, that was that's my ex-husband. He used to love to just do donuts with the Trans Am, and I'd be in the passenger seat going, you know, this don't make you cool, right? It does not make up for high school. It really don't. I thought there's always a possibility. Why do you ask? You doing any deliveries in Houston? Because she wants to, mama you. T-Rex is busy being in chat and not busy being on panel.
Listen, I'm right here.
Whatever.
I tried to say as long as she doesn't dial herself, but apparently I was muted.
That would have been funny. Nice miss. That's all right. When y'all were talking before, I was answering you. I was like, these son of a bitches are ignoring me. I was muted.
I was wondering. I was like, did she have
I was muted.
human things or something?
No, I don't know why it was muted. I was just like, why? Like, I don't ever remember reaching up and because I have to reach up to turn the mic on mute. And it's like, I don't remember doing that, but it's like, oh, all right, maybe I sneezed or something and I did it by reflex because that's just an automatic thing. And I just didn't realize it. But I was muted for a good like 10 minutes.
Yeah, you were.
And neither one of you fucks noticed. So, the heck with both of you.
Listen, I looked. It didn't show the StreamYard mute, which means you hardware muted.
Yeah, because why would I mess with the mouse and everything? Because if I do that, I press buttons that I shouldn't. So it's like, I don't do that on his.
I know somebody who presses too many buttons all the time.
Oh, I love pushing buttons. Buttons are my favorite.
I like pushing the small buttons, but there are those few little big red buttons that you only push in case of wanting to ruin
we all
the
do it.
relationship.
No, I do it to see what'll happen.
You like pushing the big red buttons?
Oh yeah. Have you just met me, T-Rex?
Yeah, but
really.
A few big red buttons that I know you don't push.
No, I tap dance across them.
You're like, let's
with a smile, and then everybody's like, she didn't mean it. Yeah, I did.
Let's push the big red button halfway down and see what happens. We're not going to go full, but...
That was a good one, Wolfram. Kelly, I have to reach up to mute the mic. Do you have to stand on a phone book? Yes.
Oh, no.
Shut up. To sit at the kitchen table until I was like 10, I used to sit on 3 phone books. Hell, I had a red booster seat that I had used till I was like 6. Shut up. It ain't funny.
It's funny.
I'm short. Sue me. You won't get much.
I will.
I tell everybody, please, everyone out there, please sue me. I have no money, but I have college loan debt you can have. I have 2 grown children that you can have. I have, I don't know, an apartment that I hate. You can have that. I have no car. I have no house. I have no savings. So, go ahead. Sue me. Awesome. You know what you're going to get? A lot of attitude. That's what you're going to get.
I will see you, and the only thing I want is your microphone.
You want my microphone? Why?
It's the one thing you actually like.
Not really. Not really. I don't, because I don't like the voice that comes through. I hear my voice and I'm like, that can't be me.
Oh,
you're like, oh, you got a good radio voice. I'm like, no. I don't like it.
You just scoff at me for giving you a compliment.
That was not a scoff. It was a sigh. A scoff is like, that's a scoff. But it's just, oh, T-Rex. One of my bros was a commander in the Navy. He lived in Houston at one point. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. We have a ship go in Houston. That's my friend Klaus actually runs it. He's the one who used to send me. I used to love working with the Houston branch. They used to send me stuff all the time.
Last time I was in Houston, I met someone that I wish I hadn't. So,
listen, life lesson. You need life lessons. Okay, you can't get experience, just good ones. You need bad experiences too. Just think about it, T-Rex. All your bad experiences with women are just going to make you appreciate the one woman that comes along and rocks your world. So there you go. You'd be like, oh my God, she's nothing like all these bad, horrible people.
The other day, I was on stream with like Gosney and Danielle. And oh my goodness, Gosney just in the so he had a sidecar, a chocolate martini, and then a shot of Angel's Envy. So
he didn't fall asleep on stream?
He was riding a pretty good buzz.
I'm sure.
All of a sudden, in the middle of the stream, he just goes, "Hey, T-Rex is single. Chat, anyone out there between the ages of 25 and 35?"
Oh, damn.
Like, whoa, Gosney. I just sat
He's
there with
single and ready to mingle. There you go. Aw, look at him pimping you out. That's awesome.
I'm just sitting there with this stunned look on my face. Like, is this really happening right now?
It's cute that he did that. By the way, he is single. So if there's anybody out there listening between the ages of like 22, because I want them to be able to drink, because he's not, if you're as tense as he is, you're going to need a drink. Like 22 to 35. No children. No crazy exes. No propensity for calling the police. No over drama, but you got to have some drama because he likes drama. What else?
Story Marine shows up right when I talk about that. Of course he does.
It's Yamaha. Hello, honey. How are you?
Story Marine.
He abandoned me.
Show up right when.
No, whatever. He abandoned my stream. Rexy needs to stop getting black eyes from staring into the glory holes. Right. Well, I mean,
listen.
You don't want to put your fingers through because ew. So it's like.
Listen, Story Marine. I think you're the only one putting things through glory holes.
I think you'd be wrong, but whatever. Statistically, you're wrong. Otherwise, they wouldn't exist in such abundance. I never knew what the hell those were. Never knew what they were.
Never seen one.
Oh, I've seen them. I just didn't know what they were. It was like you find them in a lot of like weird places.
You said the thing about not having children. That's not necessarily actually a deal breaker.
I didn't say it was a deal breaker, but let's not go out the gate with issues, okay?
Listen,
like if you're gonna go travel down the road, pick up luggage as you go. Don't like set off with somebody else's luggage.
Is that as long as they want to have more children, because I do want to have children of my own. That's all I'm saying.
See, now that's where I have a problem, because if you go with somebody who has kids, those become children of your own.
That's fine, but as long as we can also,
add your DNA to the brood. Yes, I get it. I get it. You want to elongate your bloodline. I know. You don't have a good excuse though. You have a brother. So you can't say the family name can't end with me. Like, no.
So, I mean, if anyone's likely to have children in my family, it'll probably be my sister.
Oh, that's fucked up. What? That's messed up. Come on, at some point you're gonna fall on one and accidentally impregnate her. It'll be fine, and then you just
trip and fall over. Ooh, now comes a baby.
Sometimes you got to do it that way. There you go.
My goodness, this is what happens when it's 12:30 in the frickin' morning.
1, 2, 3, 4. Make a wish. See, I never had a problem with other people like having kids. Never. I guess. Because I had daddy, I have a whole different outlook on step parents. I don't think they have to be step parents. I never call him my stepfather. I call it for clarification on here. I'll be like my stepfather, not my biological father. But he's just always going to be daddy to me. Like he was just my dad.
Well, I always know that you're talking about him because you'll call him like you right. It's like,
well, I call the other one a fat bastard.
Well, it's like it's daddy, my father, and then my mom's current husband.
Mm-hmm. To be fair, she was married to 3 men, so I mean at different times, but still, it's just like some people were born to be married. My mother's one of them. And it's just like, she's like, oh, 20 years, Michelle, you're never going to get married. Michelle, I've been married. It didn't work out well, Ma.
Are you doing the internet thing again, Michelle?
Oh, she firmly believes I should just die alone. She's like,
why?
Stay by yourself.
What?
Yeah, she's like, stay by yourself. It's not worth the problem. You're not good in relationships. You don't bring a lot to the table, Michelle. Thanks, Ma. I appreciate you. Thanks.
Why the hell would your mother say that?
Oh, she says stuff like that all the time. All the time. That my son looks at her like, Graham, do you listen to what you're saying? She's like, what?
If literally anyone else in the world besides your own mother said that
Mm-hmm.
to you,
That's my mother.
You would stab them with the nearest pointy object.
Trust me, there's the only reason I don't is because she's my mother. I'm like, God won't like that. God won't like it. God won't like it.
Oh no.
I can hear my grandmother going, let it go. Let it go. Just let it go. It's not worth it. You don't look good in orange. It's not worth it. Stop it. Like, nope. Nope. Just let it go. Consider the source, Michelle. Consider the source. She always used to say that whenever my mother would speak about anything. She'd go, consider the source. This is the girl who got left back for history and had to repeat it because she didn't want to go to history because she hated the teachers. So she got to do it again the next year with the same teacher. She was like, so that's your mother's, like her logic. It was like, I know. She knew that we wouldn't want her to marry your father. So she went and married him in City Hall. And then they went to their own homes afterwards. Who does that? Who does that?
That is weird.
Yeah, got a point. Yeah, I got a point. We don't like him. I love him. I married him. You want to see an Italian house just right over. Tell an Italian mother I got married and didn't invite you. She's dead. Right there on the floor. You just gotta kill her, break her heart. That's it. The shock will just put her right out. I will torture my children. There's no way. I'd be like, no, see, you're doing it again because I wasn't there, so it's not official. So, sorry. I can't marry them again. Well, I'll kill that one and then I'll be at the next wedding. Like, that's how it's going to go. Reap what you sow. Yeah, one of those exes texts. I hope that girl likes paying your child support. Oh. Nope. Those little boys should have grown up. I mean, there's a lot of men running around out there acting like little boys. But to be fair, there's a lot of hoochies running around out there like they're still cute little teenagers, and they're not. So it's like, bitch, you pushing 40. Stop wearing the tube tops because they're not doing you no favors.
Shelly, there's this new thing I've noticed happening.
Uh-oh.
Like girls who got married in like their 20s and now they're 40.
Tread carefully.
And they're running around doing the 20s thing in their 40s.
Oh no, I did the 20s things when I was a teenager. I did. I had no problem settling down ever. Like I was very like, just one person the rest of my life. Okay. Not a problem for me. I'm good. I'm not big on shopping. I'm not that person. I'm the one that goes to Walmart and gets what's on the list and leaves. Like I'm like, let's go. I hate crowds. I'm not comparison shopping for shit. Like, no, we're good. You're like, oh, high value? Yeah, okay. You seem high value. Of course, I didn't know what high value was back then, but whatever. I feel like all my exes were like made in China. Like you think they're safe, and then you find out they're lead covered. Like they're slowly leeching the life out of you and making you crazy. Yep, every one of them. Made by children. Yep. My mom worked in the Attorney General's office, and one of the jobs was in child support enforcement. Lots of trashy parents out there. Oh, you have no idea. I mean, you do, but most people have no idea. When they talk about like these deadbeats, Katie's dad actually called me out. Like he was like, you went on your show. First of all, thank you for letting me know you watch my show. You called me a deadbeat. I was like, and why would you tell people that? If you don't want me to call you a deadbeat, how about you just don't be a deadbeat? How about that? Can't call you something that's not true because then you could sue me. Wasn't true. It's not true. How much money have you put forward for your children? Like all of them, because he's super sperm. He's got them spread all over the place. So it's just like, I'm sorry, is that silence? Yeah, that's me winning the argument. Like
I read a news story a few months ago, and I don't know. I just keep thinking about it. It was this doctor, and he worked at a sperm bank, and he replaced all of the
I heard that story
stuff with his own stuff, and has come out that he's fathered over 1,000 children.
Yeah, I watched that one. I watched the documentary. I was like, oh my God, that's really dangerous, especially in like one area, because you just know these kids are growing up the same age. You'd be like, Could you imagine being like, oh my God, I have such an amazing connection with this person. I've never had this with anybody. It's like we can read each other's minds. We have the same mannerisms, the same taste. Find out your brother and sister. Like, that's your amazing connection. Like, oh no, because that's the way to badness. Bad things can happen. You
Imagine
get states like, Arkansas.
That guy owes now. Oh,
I can't.
Oh,
I don't think he has to pay. I don't think he has to pay child support.
Well, he wouldn't if the sperm bank worked properly, but because he did that, I'm pretty sure the moms probably could go to court and get child support.
There actually is a case out there. What?
I mean, they might not all be, they might not all be single mothers, but I'm sure some of them were.
I mean, a lot of them were just, they went with their husbands to get it done because, doing it the regular way didn't work for them. No, he still replaced like their husband's sample with his own sample. But there is one case out there of a dude that got $140 for his sperm donation. And then the chick went and she used the sperm. She bought it and she got pregnant and had a kid. And she found him and is suing him for child support. So see, dude, even like you better do that shit anonymous.
I don't even see how that's possible.
Well, they're doing it. I didn't say she was going to win, but she's suing him for it.
I guess you can try to do it.
It's ridiculous. Like they ruin everything. Like you can't donate plasma anymore for money.
Wait, by they, do you mean women or the government?
Everybody, all the opportunists out there who don't want to get a job and like raise their own friggin' money. They're like, oh, let me make this decision. Oh, it's hard. I need him to pay me now. How about now? How about now? You should have thought of that before you went and got knocked up on purpose. Hold on to your seed. Never give it away. I mean, never is a big word.
Yeah, make people work for it.
Memento Mori says, hold on to your seed. Never give it away.
I mean, don't hold on to it like it's a Picasso. Like it's not going to, up in value over the years.
But the Bible also says that it's better for your seed to fall in the belly of a whore than on the ground. So,
well, there you go. See, I am God-fearing to the last. There you go. And when I get to those pearly gates, I'm going to say, listen, none of it hit the ground. None of it hit the ground.
No.
I am. When I meet God and he goes, listen, I got a problem with this one thing that you did. I'm going to be like, no. Wait, let me find the Bible verse. Like, I'm going to memorize that shit. Be like, no. None of it hit the ground. You can't hold it against me. I was going purely by the book. Okay, literally. You said it's better, so I just went with it. I embraced that. You said live the word. I'm not being blasphemous. Nobody be mad at me. I'm just in a wacky kind of mood. I know people get offended, and if you're offended by what I say, obviously we're not friends. I have a cousin who got pregnant on purpose, and why is it the dude treats her as a one-night stand? He was a literal one-night stand and has a wife.
Whoops.
He treats me like some baby mama. That's because it's all you are. That's all you are, literally. We meant something to one another for 25 and a half minutes. T3, you need Jesus. I know.
Wait. 25 and a half minutes.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That was like foreplay and dinner all in one. Like that's how long. Yeah, no. Give me a break.
You're expecting a lot if you're expecting 25 and a half minutes.
Wow, you just told me a whole lot. Like I expected a minimum of that. God. Woo! Do not take that as a prerequisite, guys out there who are interested in T-Rex. I mean, girls out there who are interested in T-Rex. I meant the guys in the general way. Damn it. Open mouth switch.
There's no definitions anymore, so anything goes, right?
Oh, not in my life.
Nothing matters. Everything's stupid.
So I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna like play the outro, the jam on out segment, like underneath us talking for about 7 minutes, and then we'll luck out. But I'm trying to, because it's a long jam, but it's a good one. So
alrighty.
Let's see if does that mix good. I got it low.
Yeah, why not?
Let's have a little background music here.
Yeah, sure. Just warn us at the 1 minute mark.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Elephant said, in undergrad, I work with this lady who her baby's daddy only gave her about $20 in child support a month. The dude had about 15 babies. Yeah, no, they actually sanctioned my daughter's father to give me $5 a week or $20 a month so he could save 4 weeks a year. And they had to garnish it out of his paycheck because he wouldn't pay me cash. So yeah, I used to get a check for $5 a week, and I would stockpile them until like the day before they like voided the oldest one because I was embarrassed to take them to the bank.
Didn't you say that you used to be like to one of your kids, be like, "You want to go get like 6 French fries? Your dad paid us this month."
I mean, I didn't say that to my kid. I would say that like when I got the check, I'd be like, "Oh, goody, I could take Katie out for a half a Happy Meal." Thanks. Thanks. Yeah, but he'd be like, "Oh, they take $50 out of my check." Yeah, let me see your check. Why you gotta see my check? Because I think you're a liar. That's why. I'm like, show me the check. When I showed him my checks, he was like, "They really do send you just $5?" Yeah, that's what they take out. That's what they send me. Like, what do you want from me? And he was just like, "I thought you got more than." And by the way, he only did that for like 6 months. And then he was like, he said it was a hardship, and he had it dropped. And they did
it was a hardship to give you $5.
Mm-hmm. It was a hardship. So what did he do? He met a girl and had 3 more kids. It's like, oh, that's awesome. So now you got 5.
Oh yeah,
that's great. That's great. Yeah, well, she wasn't stupid.
A week. Oh my goodness, how can anybody afford that?
Well, that's the way it goes. Hey, my son's father never paid anything. Like he'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna send." Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Doomsday is coming as well. I guarantee that gets here before your freaking check. It's just like, I'm getting a huge amount of money. I'll send you a big lump sum. That was like a year ago. It's like, what happened? Oh, I needed disc and I needed electrical equipment to set up my DJing thing because I'm gonna be a rock star at 50. Like, sure, okay. You have fun.
Yes.
You have fun remixing other people's music.
And one day I'll be more attractive than Fabio. Yep, we can all dream.
I don't think Fabio's attractive. I don't. He's Fanuki.
Rex does, evidently.
Apparently. But yeah, no, if that's your like go-to, go somewhere else. Because that's not, I don't know why they think. He's just not like, he doesn't get my pulse going, nothing. Like, I just look at him and go, ugh.
Wasn't he on the cover of every smut romance novel from like the 90s into the
Okay,
early
do you
2010s?
think I looked at the covers? No, I read the dirt and trash that was inside. I didn't care about the cover. It didn't do shit for me. Like, what is that? Oh, wait, let me get off to this picture. No, that's not going to happen.
Oh, you know what they say, right?
But he is right. I think he was on the cover model for.
Oh yeah, he totally was. Mm-hmm. He was the Harlequin dude. He was.
I don't know. I just like whatever.
Thank you, Ellie.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's like
Maybe
70
Fabio
years old
was
now.
Gay. Who knows?
She thought Fabio was gay. I did too. I mean, you just look at that guy and he smells like a Chippendale stripper. You do. Like, he's got that sweaty, oily kind of smell about him. Just, and strippers don't do it for me. I know many, but I've been on many. But yeah, they just don't do it for me.
Wait.
They have that weird
I'm pretty
smell.
sure Fabio already owns a house, but that's really nice of you.
Oh, she's talking about her grades.
Oh, really? This is following the line of creepy.
Winning thought you really liked Fabio, Susie.
You know.
That tickled me.
Elephant, where do you want the glitter to be on Fabio?
Wherever he is and bolt out of my house. I'd rather have the glitter than Fabio. Glitter at least makes me happy. I look at him and I'm like, I know you can't satisfy any need.
Wait, you like... No. Nobody likes glitter.
I love
everywhere.
glitter. I love glitter. Love glitter. T-Rex, the day I meet you, I'm going to have a Dixie cup of glitter hidden in my sleeve, and I'm just going to just pour it right down the back of your shirt. And then you can walk and leave a glitter trail like Vic did that day.
I am so tempted to send you a glitter bomb now, Shell. So tempted.
Oh, that don't bother me. There's been glitter all over my house. That don't bother me. I have a very good shop vac.
Have you ever seen glitter bomb, Chili? To be honest,
I have.
Oh, no.
I have.
I would blow that off. I mean, those things are like made to be nuisance level. Like
I know the glitter goes everywhere. That's a hate crime.
Snips is gonna have glitter in his fur forever, though.
Okay, we both have Snips, and they're both girls.
Just talking to you, Shell.
My Snips is a girl.
Okay.
Boo is the boy.
In her hair.
Her,
forever.
yes. We do proper pronouns here. Thank you very much. There's no switching over in this house. Glitter is craft herpes. What? There's ointment for that. I have a friend, Alyssa, who loves to tell people that she's like, oh yeah, I did this and I did that. We should hook up. And then after they hook up, she's like, oh, by the way, I have herpes. I'm like, bitch, that's a before you touch my lips kind of conversation. You don't wait.
It is. Wow. That's
She's like, it might put them off.
Too.
I wonder why.
So,
my cat doesn't identify as a dog.
So we're gonna be back tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern for Old School Watch Party Sundays. Tomorrow night,
yes, exciting.
Tomorrow night we got something that's, I guess it's been out for a few years, but I just ran across it. I thought it'd be interesting. It's the Who Killed Nicole documentary by Norm Passo, whatever. Like OJ's like dude, right? Like his manager or whatever. And it's an interesting perspective on the whole thing. And I thought it'd be interesting to run through that whole other narrative that's out there, because it's not the one that most people know. And the cool things about it is like there's this collective memory of like what went on in that trial and who the people were and so on. And you're gonna find that there was a lot of stuff kind of like left out, or there's a lot more to consider. Let's just put it that way. And we're gonna have a lot of fun with that. I kind of went down and did some back research on some of the people that were in it as well. So that'll be I think that'll be fun. It'll be a little bit. It's a little bit of a true crime swerve on Sunday, and but at the same time, I think we're gonna learn a lot about other aspects of things. And as far as the movie goes, I haven't really decided yet. I'm trying to come up with it. It'll be a surprise. It maybe They Live. That's kind of like at the top of my, I'm like,
why not?
I don't know.
Why not? I've never seen it.
Might be a little different.
He likes to pick stuff that I've never seen.
This is a good one.
Good.
Worth the rewatch.
Thomas is funny.
I try to make it go with them and with it a little bit if I can. But if I can't, then I guess go to whatever is top of mind. So
whatever you do, you will be there.
Yep.
At least I know I will.
And thanks for everybody that came out tonight and was part of the stream. I really do appreciate it. We're gonna jam on out, and we'll see you. Oh wow, did that really come out like that?
I like it.
I tried to make it into a scroll. There we go. All right, cool.
Oh.
So we're gonna jam on out, and you guys jam on out. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for everybody on the Rewatch crew. Thanks for everybody that is a member. Thanks to everybody at Mods. Thanks for all that you do to make this channel happen. I really appreciate it. Onward and
Thanks
upward.
for joining us, T-Rex.
And thank you,
You're
T-Rex,
welcome. Thank you for
coming on
having
board
me.
and the awesome super chat as well.
Mm-hmm.
For everybody else. We're gonna get on out of here, guys. So until next time, everybody, keep on winning.
Mwah.
Peace
Love
out.
you guys. Are you redirecting or no?
Yeah, I'm gonna send it over to Joe.
Oh, there you go. Tell them that.
They can hear us.
Okay, I know. I know.
So good.